live. I hear everything you're saying fine, so.
Okay, whatever.
Talk for a second.
Check, check.
I'm just watching and listening on YouTube, so.
Got you.
Son of a bitch. Talk for a second.
Check, check. The check.
Alright, we're good.
Normal. Live.
We are live. What's good, everybody?
What's hood, people? Yeah, on this phone, I still can't see the chat. So if there's anything in the chat, you're going to have to keep me up to speed. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's good, everybody, though? Sorry, there's no music tonight. We're doing an impromptu Paranormal Hood live this Thursday. I am coming to you live and direct from a hotel room currently in Phoenix, Arizona. I am attending the International UFO Congress, and it has already been an interesting time, needless to say. How many folks we have watching? Because I want to wait a minute because I can't do it.
Oh, yeah, wait a few minutes, dude. We only got a couple people watching.
Yeah.
Just let them come in. Give it a few minutes. Yeah. How's everybody doing?
What's with everybody?
Jonaside's in the chat. Gerald Yates, Nicholas Lucchini, Sofa, BG's. What's good? Just giving everybody a little bit of time to get in here. Oh, this fucking thing's gonna be a pain in my ass all night.
What?
It keeps fucking switching back on the fucking size of your picture when you're not talking, because Skype does that. So I get that's all right. I'll just fucking deal with it. There we go. Jonasai says, "Jiggy, you're getting a tan."
It's a lot of sun out. We've been all in the sun.
Whoa, shit!
Out here in Arizona.
Speak of a meta.
What?
Meta's in the chat. What's up, Meta? Meta, come on. It's good.
Get
Where
your
you
ass
been?
to the studio, girl. Go to the studio. I'm in Phoenix, Meta. You should be at the studio with Smoke.
It's good. It's good. Good to see that you still exist on in this dimension, this plane. You're still here with us. You haven't flown away to some secret space base or something.
She's in the secret space program. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why Meta's been MIA. Everybody, the secret's out. She's in the secret space program, and she's out there, fighting the evil cabal and stuff. So keep
She did 100 and back. That's why. See, she just
keep
got back
Meta
from
in your
100 and
thoughts
back.
and prayers while she's out there.
She was age
Keeping
regressed.
planet Earth safe, because we need these alien forces to help keep the planet safe.
And everybody in the chat, can you guys hear me well? I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me good too. I'm obviously not on it. I'm on my cell phone right now, so we're kind of jury rigging this right now. Look what I'm relegated to. Look at you all. Look what I have to smoke. I can't even use my bloods. Can everybody? I'm waiting for the chat. I can see the chat now, but I'm waiting for them to let me know if they can hear us, and then we'll move on from there.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to answer.
Can they hear me at all? Because no one's saying shit. Oh, loud and clear. Okay. Thank you. My audio's good. Good to hear. Yeah, folks. So normally, we start the show with music and everything, but I'm not set up here like that because I'm on the road. Again, for anybody who's joining now, I am currently in Phoenix, Arizona at the International UFO Conference, hanging out with Natasha from Mysterious Forces, Ben Hansen, Lee Veltman, Travis Walton. So some people kind of know what's going on, but most people don't. If you all know, there's been the little bit of back and forth and stuff with Jay Widener and Groovy Bean and stuff over the time period. Well, they're both here, and they're doing their live stuff or whatever. It started yesterday when I arrived. I've been here since Tuesday. Yesterday I started making my rounds, and then I saw Yvonne and walking around, mugging me, recording me like her phone was facing me and stuff. And other people noticed this stuff, so I'm not bugging. I'm not making any of this stuff up. Which I just found weird. But shout out to Lee Veltman, because what Lee did was basically, he's a really good guy, and he really, really wanted me, Jay, and Groovy to be able to speak to each other. So essentially what he basically did was go over and talk to Groovy and broker in Jay for Jay to come over to have a conversation with me. So I'm at Mysterious Forces Live. Now, Natasha can attest to this, and a whole bunch of other people. There's booths all around Natasha's booth. She's in booth number 6. There's 30 or 40 booths in here. So Jay does make his way over to come and talk to me and have a conversation. At which point, he was addressing my points. He clearly listens. He knows what's going on with Paranormal Hood. He knows what we talked about. He knows that we're critical of him. He literally knows everything that we talk about. So,
of course he does. He's like Corey Good. He sits there. He watches.
Right. Of course he watches. Again, that's what these folks do. They sit in the background. They act like they have no idea who you are, no idea what's going on. But he came up immediately. He knew exactly who I was. Oh, you're Jiggy, right? He knew exactly who I was. And the conversation, he's like, you've been critical of me. I was like, yes, absolutely. And I pointed out to him, I said that first of all, that I reached out to try to figure out how to get in touch with him directly. But then I also reached out to his co-host, Groovy Bean. Now, other people around you can tell you, his words were, I didn't know anything about it. No one said anything about it. I had no idea that you want to talk to me. Why didn't you just email me? Whatever, dude. But here we go with the bullshit excuses already. So it goes from that to he's asking me what my talking points were. And I pointed out the whole thing about the racist stuff and everything. Now, in front of everybody, he literally says that, yeah, I said it, but, if you watched it day one, you would have heard the guy goating me on. But then he literally says that, but it's true. I'm quoting science. So he basically just admitted that this is how he feels. This is what he thinks is fine. He is allowed to believe that. He is allowed to think that. But at least now we have on the record of him saying this. But what he also was doing was talking about, and I asked him, I was like, how does you have anything to do with this field when it comes to peace and love and light and everything? And he, again, yelling this out where everybody can hear him, earshot of everybody, that he's not about any of that. That's not what Jay Widener's about. He's not here for peace, love, and light, any of that type of shit. At which point, Jay, apparently, he was trying to goat me. Everybody could see it. He's trying to bait me. I'm sitting back. You see how I'm sitting right now in a chair with my arms folded, trying to have a decent conversation. He wants to have a one-sided conversation and talk at me and just make it, he thinks he's probably the smartest person in the fucking world. But just kept running his mouth, getting louder and louder, because I was saying to him, like, listen, Jay, from what you're saying to me, from what the way you seem like you feel and everything that I'm gathering from you, you and I can never have a common ground. We can never have any place we can stand. I think that you're racist. He's like, how is that racist? How is this? How is it not racist? Even the people looking around him, looking at him like, what the fuck, dude? Did you hear the words that are coming out of your mouth? Like, they're all looking at him in awe and shock of the stuff that he's saying. And he's telling me he's not racist. Then he starts quoting, well, you said this, and then you said that he tried to say that I said Groovy was racist. Again, this is what Kim, Bug, all these folks keep trying to do. They keep, anybody who's followed this thread, anybody who's followed me and Smoke King talking about this stuff for the past few months and stuff like that, anybody who follows the Twitter thread and stuff knows that at no point have I called anybody a racist but Jay Leidner. Nobody else. I've never called anybody else a racist, except for him in this whole context, in this thing. So he tried to say, well, you called it. No, I didn't. I said, please go back and show me any clips where I said it. He said, well, you said she associates. I said, if she associates with you for the reason she associates with you, it does not seem right. Nothing about that pairing, as I've said from the beginning, seems right. This dude is evil. He is a devil. He's a piece of shit. And that's who she wants to roll with, whatever. So I told him that's what I've been questioning. And then he asked me about me talking about her pandering. And I said, yes, everything that I said, I back up. Everything that I said, I so wholeheartedly, even more so believe now than I did before. Now, watching her, walking around, mugging me, giving me evil looks, walking around, videotaping me and stuff like that. Because you know what they're doing is they're probably on their Patreon or something, talking shit. And this is the thing, too, folks, that you all need to be made aware of. And Natasha from Mysterious Forces, shout out to her, because she's the one that kind of noticed it, because him and I were having the conversation. He's recording the whole conversation. Never asked to record it, just had his phone in his hand recording the whole conversation. Natasha's like, are you recording? He's like, oh, yeah. She's like, why are you recording it and stuff? And clearly, because you know what's going to happen, he's going to try to take those sound bites that he got and do whatever he wants to do with it. But there are plenty of people here who heard and saw everything that Jay Leidner was doing. So good luck with his little videotaping and stuff. But this is his MO. This is this dude. This dude is a piece of shit. And how this woman is hooked up with him is beyond me, because he is the evil one. He tried to make a big scene. Security actually came over and stuff, and they actually ended up, it was all about him. And everyone was like, Joe was cool. The manager thought for some reason it was me, I guess because I'm the big black dude. She ran right to me and was like, oh, you got to go. And I was like, no, it's not him. It's the other dude. And they had to talk with him. I was like, he doesn't need to leave. He just needs to leave me alone. Him and I have nothing to talk about. And he's trying to get me. He's trying to bait. He's an old dude. Like, this dude is old. I'm almost 50. This dude's got to be 20-something years older than me. Like, what would I look like fighting this dude, putting my hands on him, anything? I wasn't trying to yell, have a shouting match. That's why I kept saying to him, like, why are you getting loud? Like, why do you keep trying to get louder? Like, that's not going to help you. That's not going to work. What do you think, intimidate me or something? Like, this dude's a clown. Like, he is a straight, serious clown. And folks, anybody who is still on this dude's side and thinks he's cool, you need to do some research on these people. And to anybody who thinks that Groovy is somebody's saint, y'all are sadly fucking mistaken. If y'all are holding that woman up on a pedestal and she's down with that dude, and if you saw her walking around her mugging me, I've never, like, I can understand she'd be mad about my words and stuff, but none of that. I didn't talk
I know.
to her.
She's supposed to be another. She's like a Corey Good. She's supposed to be an empath. Supposed to be all this love and light and everything like that. Yeah, that's real love and light. Sounds like it. We know
Exactly.
Jay's not about love and light, but Groovy's supposed to be all about that stuff.
How can you be light if you're surrounded by darkness like that? Like, you're literally sitting next to like a demon. Like, this dude is shit, and you're sitting next to him. And I like what, Dwayne, I see the chat. You said that Saint Groovy is becoming who we thought she was, and that's exactly what it is. What it is was, in the beginning, she was always down with these people. And then all of a sudden she's supposed to be, well, I don't know about the whole docs, but whatever with Groovy, and she's a part of the whole docs and stuff. But then you end up teaming up with the dude who basically put all these people out. How can you, everybody's so mad at Corey Good. They love just trashing this dude's name, which it deserves it, trust me. And David Wilcox and these people, but go look at Jay Leidner's history, and it will tell you everything you need to know about him. One of the things that people have been pointing out to me in the past couple of days also is anybody who watches their channel, that they actually have advertisements for Gaia on the Unreality Check channel. Go figure. I wonder why that is. So everything you need to know is being put right in front of your face. Just remove the racist aspect of this dude and just listen to what I'm telling you. He's talking about, he's not about peace, love, light, any of that type of stuff. Would you want to sit with somebody who says something like that? How would you want to be friends and sit next to someone and do a show or do anything that's supposed to be positive with somebody like that? This dude is a scumbag. He is a piece of shit. And he's letting the world know it. And today he took huge steps. I wish I could have recorded it. See, I'm not like him. I'm not a snake. I was literally trying to have a conversation with this dude, just kind of between him and I, see if we could put it to bed and we could move on. But again, he wanted to be loud. He wanted to record it. He wants to do all that type of shit. He even said to me, and then he says, "Oh, well, did you dox me?" I'm like, Jay, you know I didn't dox you. I don't even like. I don't know anything. Nor do I care about to dox you. Like, really, stop, dude. I couldn't even find your fucking email address. How am I going to find your other stuff? But again, this is what he's trying to do. And I guarantee you, any of you folks who follow their Patreon and stuff, over the next couple of days, if they're not doing some live streams and shit and talking shit as it is, anyways, it's already now. But they're cowards, just like he's a coward. They're not going to do it on their YouTube live stream where everybody see it. They're going to do it on a paid Patreon or something. So it will just be the shadow people who roll with them who get to see it. The enemy of my enemy isn't my friend. I absolutely agree. You are absolutely correct. Exactly, Dwayne. They're all trained by Jay Leidner. If you watch Gaia, if you watch any of those shows, yes, David Wilcox has been around since the 90s. Emery Smith has been around for a little while. Corey Good's been around for a little while. But they made those leaps and bounds once they ended up on Gaia's network. It's the same way with Edge of Wonder, how they're pushing stuff now. That's what Gaia was doing. They made them famous in this field, not necessarily in the world, because I know they think that they're super fucking A-list celebrities, which they're not. But in the paranormal field, Gaia made them famous. And this is the dude who was the orchestrator. You know, he's the Oppenheimer. You know, I'm the destroyer of worlds now. So what have I done? Yeah, everybody questions what they've done after they've done it. But he still doesn't want to take responsibilities for his action. And he's still with that lame excuse about being sick. And I showed him my scars and stuff and let him understand what I've been through. And I'm like, dude, at no point during any of that did racism ever play a factor in me dying and me being sick and me going through all the shit I went through. So how is that something that you stand on? But again, he admitted it in front of everybody. It's not bullshit. This is what he truly feels. To him, whether or not you want to say it's science or whatever you want to say, that's how you feel, dude. You put it all out there. It's all on the table now, who this guy is and what he's about, which is shit. And anybody want to come to me and keep trying to hold up saying groovy, good luck with that. You can say she's got Stockholm syndrome. You can say whatever you want to say. But all I see is a calculated woman who is riding the coattails of a dude she knows can get her to a different level because he's done it for everybody else. All of a sudden, she's broke. That's exactly
what they're doing. They're riding each other's thing. Jay's like, well, I'll get in here and I'll be friends with Groovy and stuff, and against Corey Good and stuff, and I'll get some people following me over here. And Groovy's like, well, I'll use Jay and I'll get some money out of this and everything else. That's what the whole thing looks like. That's exactly what it looks like.
Your chicks, they're broke, but they're here with a booth, with a camera crew and a sound crew and people. They got a whole crew of people.
Well, Jay's not broke. Jay's not broke. That could be all Jay. You know what I mean? That could be Jay funding all that.
If she's broke, though, wouldn't you give that money to her before you go get a fucking table and all that type of stuff and hire a cameraman and stuff? You'd give the broke person some cash first. I'm just saying. If I was broke and someone said to me, hey, we're going to go to a thing, I'd be like, yeah, that's great, but that's not going to put food in my mouth. That's not going to put, heat in my house or gas in my car. That's not going to help me right now going to Arizona rather than me taking care of my business at home. So whatever. Again, with him, cut the check.
Yep.
I'm sorry, y'all. Anybody who holds people up, I just don't get it how someone thinks that this woman is a saint. I've been on this planet for 49 years. I've met a lot of people, studied different religions, went to different churches, everything, and I've yet to meet a saint. I haven't met one. My mama, my grandmother, and anybody. My grandbaby, I love her to death, but that doesn't make them a saint. They're not saints. And how you hold up somebody who you know based on their internet history, based on their social media history, based on their YouTube history, and that's how you determine somebody's sainthood? Well, fuck. There's going to be a whole lot of people becoming saints for no reason, I guess, online.
Well, I think there's a whole bunch of people already think that shit.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. I listen. That's why, but see, this is why I say, too, folks, I like to go to these events, talk to people, and meet them and firsthand to see that, because having that conversation with him via email, I'm pretty sure would have gone a whole different way than him being in my person. And it completely agitated this man that he was not getting the response from me that he wanted. And Jay, clearly, I know you watch, I know you listen, because you quoted pretty much verbatim most of the stuff that we say about you. I'll tell you again, you're a fucking scumbag and a piece of shit. You can go fuck yourself. And I know that you tried to make me seem like the angry black man out here in Phoenix and stuff in front of everybody and try to get the security or whatever to come at me. But you really played yourself and showed everybody your true colors, my man. You're the devil. You're the demon. There's nothing good about you. You don't have redeemable quality. There's no love. There's no light. You are a black-hearted son of a bitch. Good luck.
Just like Corey Good.
At your age.
You're just a scumbag.
This dude's got to be in his 60s, maybe his 70s. I don't know, but to still feel like that at this place in your life, like who touched you? Like, show me on the doll where they touched you, where the black person or the Native American or the minority hurt you. Like, what did they do? Did they take your job, Jay? Like, why are you so jaded, dude? Like, you get on your show, you try to act all pompous and cool, but everybody saw the real Jay Weidner today. So you weren't hiding behind the camera. You weren't hiding behind editing. You weren't hiding behind stuff that you've been hiding, but dodging me for months. You had to see me face to face because people kept talking to you like, dude, Jimmy's cool as shit. Like, go talk to him. And we were having a cool conversation for 2 seconds. And then you wanted to get loud. I would have just took what you said and be like, cool, I know who you are and walked away, but you wanted to escalate this shit. And you had to deal with it. Again, everybody got you who you are, Jay Leidner. Mm-hmm.
It's real easy. When you just get these people talking and they just dig themselves their own hole. It happens all the time, just like with Billy. Talking to DMs. And he starts to fucking do the division thing, and he's telling you one thing, telling me another thing. It's what they do. That's what I do. Why people sometimes like, why you just talk with flat earthers or other people and stuff on online and stuff like that. I'm like, well, look at what I'm saying and stuff, and then look at where it ends up going and what they end up saying and how much they reveal about themselves. That's it. That's all I'm doing. The other night, I had some fucking flat earther. He's trying to tell me the info. Oh, I already know about Billy. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, dude. And he's trying to tell me how Billy's, con and all this shit. I'm like, dude, I've seen your page. I know who you are, too. I says, but I leave you out of this shit because I don't fuck around with flat earthers because that's just fucking, you know what I mean? That's just stupid shit. And he got all mad and he tried to get me to play the fucking flat earth game. Oh, so tell me one thing. And I'm like, dude, I don't play games. And it just, the whole thing, it played right out and right into verbatim what a flat earther. They just get mad. They go right to attacking you, everything. I got it all fucking recorded and shit. I do it all the time. Not just with flat earthers. These people with this Anunnaki shit and stuff like that, they sit there and they talk and their true colors could come out. They don't know shit. And they just want to fucking attack you and everything like that.
They have no basis they do stand on.
Nope.
Just a bunch of bullshit, like this dude with his bullshit. He knows he's full of shit.
He knows he's trying
to figure out how to get back into this.
Exactly. He just used the Corey Good thing as a jumping off thing so he can still push the rest of the bullshit. He believes everything else that he's done. He says it all the time. I stand behind all my other work, just not the David Wilcock Corey Good stuff. But all that other bullshit that everybody knows is bullshit, he stands behind all that. And that's what all this show is and all this channel. They got fucking David Icke on that fucking show? What the fuck is that shit? Come on now. I mean, seriously. And you're talking shit about Corey Good?
Exactly.
David fucking Corey Good takes his fucking a page out of his book from fucking David fucking Icke and all those other dudes that came before him. Fucking, it's just fucking Sitchin and fucking Von Daniken and Richard Hatcher Childress or whatever the fuck his name is. All these David Hatcher Childress and fucking Linda Moulton Howe. That they just take a little page, little bits from each one's fucking shit and whip together a new fucking fantastical fucking story.
Well, shit is stupid. And his stories don't make sense, and this dude doesn't make any sense. And I'm glad he did it, because everybody got to see for themselves. I didn't even really have to do anything. He did it himself. And he might be like Uni Rock and everybody else and think, when they think they won when they lost and stuff, and he'll go, and I'm sure he'll edit all that shit. But everybody who was here knows. People were coming up to me after like, oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't believe he was acting like that. I couldn't believe stuff. He was saying how he was acting. I'm like, listen, I'm cool. I'm good. He wasn't going to get me out of character. I'm not going to get out of character for something like there's no reason to. That's what he wants. That's how people play. Instead of him playing me, he played himself.
Exactly. That's what you got to do. That's what I've been doing lately and stuff too. You're doing it. You just talk to these people. Just be calm and cool. I mean, because that's what a rational thinking person is going to be anyway, is calm and cool, and then knows that, you know what I mean, what they're saying is the truth, and they're being truthful and honest and stuff. That you got to be calm and cool and collect about this shit. And the other person is gonna might start off calm and cool, but they're gonna see that they can't get you to do what you know they're gonna do, and they do it, and every time. I really wish that I hope somebody else recorded it besides them, because I would love to see the whole entire fucking thing. You know what I mean? Oh man, should have just had your GoPro on your little fucking vest there with you. Just recorded everything.
Again, but I wasn't even expecting any of this. Like, this kind of came out of the blue, because Lee came and was like, well, yeah, Jay and Groovy at some point are going to come talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And then Jay walked up to have the conversation. And I don't do ambush shit. That's him. He tried to ambush and get stuff on tape so he can go back and say, oh, see, this is what he said. This is what he did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what he wanted to do, and it just didn't work out in his favor. But I wasn't.
I know somebody out there got it. It'll be on YouTube soon enough. How many people are around?
There's a ton of people around. There are a ton of people who heard and saw it all. So
somebody recorded it. You said that when I was talking to you off of here or whatever. The lady next to you thought she recorded it, but it didn't record or something. So other people know to record it, so it's gonna end up somewhere.
We'll see. Thumbs up, thumbs out. Like I said, it doesn't. Whatever he has to say, whatever little recording he wants to edit and try to put out, good luck, because
I'm gonna go donate $1 to their fucking Patreon so I can see their shit.
Is anybody in our chat on their page? I'm not giving that $1. Fuck him. He can do whatever he wants to.
Oh, Zen's in the chat. Hey, Zen, what's up? Oh man, you're coming in a little late. You missed a story about Jay Leidner. The dude totally exposed himself. We'll let Jiggy tell you a little bit more about it again, because I'm sure there's a whole bunch more people in the chat now, too, that would love to hear all about it again, Jiggy.
Yeah, Zen. Jay Leidner played himself wholeheartedly. He actually, because the gentleman named Lee Veltman, who felt like we all should talk, and he tried to do the right thing and broker a conversation, and the conversation started out good, and Jay Leidner just proved himself. He's definitely a racist. He's definitely an arrogant asshole, son of a bitch. He's a black-hearted piece of shit, and he let everybody know that today. To the point that they had to call security. People were trying to have him removed and take his credentials away because the way he was acting, not Jiggy. That's what he wanted. He thought he was going to get me out of character. Again, this dude is like in his 60s or 70s. Like, what am I going to do? Hit him? And like, I'm not going to touch this dude. Like, it would be non-beneficial for me. He doesn't know me. He doesn't know my training. He knows nothing about me. He just assumes I'm some black dude from the hood with an attitude. That's how he looks at me. That's how he looks at minorities. In essence, he said that. Like, he believes the whole idea that Sub-Saharan people, that the Native Americans and all these minority cultures are less intelligent than the white men, as he said. That's based, and he said that's science. I mean, it's proven. That's science. So to him, I'm not smart. To him, he's going to walk over and say some shit and hopefully bait me and goat me, and then, as like I said, he's got his recorder. He's recording. He didn't tell anybody he's recording. He's trying to be sneaky and record. Natasha from Mysterious Forces figured it out. I was like, dude, why are you recording? Like, why are you being shady? And this is the shit he was trying to do. And like, again, I said, that audio will end up somewhere, and he's going to try to have a field day with it. But there were actual eyewitnesses to the fact that even management and stuff and the head of security had to come to apologize and ask me if I was okay about how. And I'm telling them, I'm cool, calm, and collected. If you see, like I said, this was my posture the whole time, because I, as a security person, as a bodyguard, I know about posture. So I kept my hands folded under me and didn't move. And he's the one getting closer and getting louder. Yeah, and like I said, my posture never changed. I was not aggressive, nothing. I don't need to be. I let this dude play himself. He did a uni baby. What happened was Leidner baby showed up today. Hashtag Leidner baby. Like on reality check, this little liar girl showed up today. The child showed up today, and he pulled a uni baby and acted like a kid. And the funny thing was, when he saw the manager coming over, who for some reason came directly to me and thought I was the person to get thrown out, he kind of weaseled his way out because he knew what was about to go down. The dude is stupid. He's a clown. He thought he was going to play me. He played himself. So, and everybody saw it. People are still walking up. When I go back, they'll probably still be apologizing for the way he was acting and his racism and stuff, because they all heard it. Half of that room heard him acting like that, which is good. So often, yeah, but Michelle, see, that's the thing too. He's not unconscious about it. Speaking to him and him believing what there's some people, that's an excuse that a lot of people try to use. And this is the point I'm trying to make, is that people, since this whole thing has come out, have made a bunch of excuses for him, for his ways, because all they're concerned about is the fact that he's going after Corey Good. But I still say, who created the Corey Good that we see today? Who created these people who are all over Guy, all over TV and stuff? It was him. This is what he did. He orchestrated this stuff. He knows who he is. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he believes. And all he's trying to say is that he was sick at the time, he was dying, and that he went on this radio show and he got ambushed. You're not going to ambush me to say some racist shit. I showed him all my scars. He got to see all of them. I told him all that I've been through. And I was like, at no point, even at the lowest point dealing with this stuff, when I knew I was dying and stuff, why would I be thinking about anything racist? Why would I want to go on a show that's racist? Why would I want to do anything that has to do with racism? I was too concerned with the fact that I may never see my family and friends again, my loved ones, the people I cared about. That's my only concern in those times. Nothing else. I wasn't thinking about anything else. That's it. So for that to be his excuse, basically, he essentially said today that that's not even his excuse. That is what he believes based on what he said is science. So this is what's at the core of this dude. And again, Zen, I don't know if you heard earlier, but he pointed out to me, he let me know in front of everybody, because I asked him, I was like, how are you in a community of love and light and peace, and you act like this? He's like, well, I'm not about love or light or peace. That's not what I'm about. So this is about everybody. They all heard it. Not just Jiggy. You're not just getting Jiggy's words. I could bring Natasha on, but she's doing an interview. We'll do a roundtable soon of at least Doc Skinner, all these different people who came in at the end of it and heard everything that was going on. There's plenty of people who are here who know what happened. There you go. So he can try to spin it however he wants. Good luck, Jay. You know you're a liar. You know you're a piece of shit. You know you're a black-hearted scumbag, and you should not be in this community. I don't know how Yvonne Palermo, I say to you, for someone who's been through what you've supposedly been through or allegedly been through, I don't know 100%, for you to team up with this dude, see how he acted today, see what could have happened. Like, you are part of that, because they're going to be like, well, damn, she's with him. That's your partner. That's the dude that you're doing business with and stuff like that. And I know the checks probably look real good and the money that's starting to roll in for you now, and you're starting to feel a little bit cool because you're back in the game and shit. But you might want to rethink about who you roll with, because you could do a lot better. Apparently, or maybe you can't, because like I said, the way you were looking at me, the way you were acting Wednesday when I was walking around, you'd walk by and mean mug me and were taking videos and stuff, act like you're videoing me and stuff like that. Whatever. You don't seem like you're that much love and light yourself either. It seems like you're just a big actress too. And as I said to Jay, I don't take back what I say about pandering and all the stuff that you all have going on there, because it doesn't make sense. People who are broke are at this convention with a table, with a full staff at that table, with a cameraman and the sound man following them around and stuff like that. Instead of spending that money, Jay, you could have gave that money to Groovy, who's supposedly in need of that money. I'm just saying, I don't think that you people have any idea what the fuck broke is. You all just want people to pay for you to go to conventions and people to pay for you to do all this type of shit, which is not their fucking responsibility.
Exactly.
So whatever. Yeah. Zen, if you can, I'll get your email. I can send you some of the stuff, exactly the quotes and stuff, where all this stuff originated from, the show he went on and started all this crap. And the little bit of stuff I have about him. But again,
I got the email. I'll do it after the show and stuff. We'll send you some links and stuff, Zen. We'll take care of it. We'll let you look into it too. We've already looked into it. I mean, he's just a scumbag. It's just I don't know what else to say about him. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He comes back on the scene after retiring from Gaia and comes on the scene as a Corey Good whistleblower, talking about Corey Good, all the stuff that we know. He just confirmed it because he was there and he was the one who made Corey Good into what he is. And now he talks shit about Corey Good, but he's still all about everything Corey Good's all about, just not blue chicken fucking birds. It's fucking ridiculous. And now he just uses that as a jumping off point so he could fucking make more money, which he still gets his residual checks from Gaia. And now he's making money off doing this shit and trying to help Groovy, who she's just in it for the fucking money. Plenty of fucking other more fucking legit ways that you could make money than fucking selling bullshit and everything, having David Icke on your fucking show and talking about the fucking moon landing conspiracies, which we know is fucking bullshit. It's just fucking absolutely, it's all bullshit.
He's bullshit. He knows
Stands behind the Attica fucking little mini mummy still fucking, which we know is fucking complete bullshit. All that fucking everything he did on Gaia, he stands behind everything. Except for Corey Good. He's like, yeah, that was, you know. No, if you put up Corey Good's bullshit, everything else that you put up is fucking bullshit too, dude. It's just, how the fuck are you gonna be like, yeah, well, you know, I didn't believe Corey Good, but everything else I believe.
Here's the thing, too. If CW at no point had talked about Corey Good, had been going so hard on Corey Good, I guarantee you Jay Leidner would have nothing to say. There'd be nothing for him to say. He acts like, if you go back, anybody who's watched any of those videos from Unreality Check, the beginnings, when he, at the time he was talking about Corey, please explain to me at any point what he said that was revolutionary, like something that was so different and groundbreaking that we hadn't already heard from CW and from Steve Cambion and even us and everybody else who had already talked about this stuff. All Jay did was say, well, yeah, you know, CW, you're right. Yeah, Corey. And then he tries to make Corey seem like he's the smartest person in the world and he's the mastermind behind the master manipulator. No, Jay, you are.
You the one who put him on camera. You the one who made him look good on camera and everything. It was all you. If he wasn't on Gaia, he probably wouldn't be where he is at the not as big and everything, because Gaia's the platform with these guys. Most of these people, they fucking jump way up. You get onto Gaia and you fucking go through the roof. That's what these guys were working for. They all want to work to get on these fucking... And now there's a bunch of them besides Gaia. Now you got Edge of Wonder and stuff. There's this other one, Collective Evolution TV, where David fucking Wilcock is going to have a new show where they got ads all over Instagram. And it's just fear-monger and clickbait. That's all it is. It's just fucking clickbait. Fucking fear-mongering, click fucking bait. Because it's just... Because David's like, and when you hear this stuff, people aren't going to want to eat. They're not going to sleep. They're not going to want to go to work. This is real disclosure. And I'm like, are you fucking... This really? That's what you say to get people to watch your show about love and light and ascension and disclosure and stuff? You're not going to want to eat. You're not going to want to sleep. You're not going to want to go to work. This is real scary stuff. Do my teeth look okay?
Dude.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Where are we going after this? I'm hungry. We gotta go eat. I gotta plan my vacation too. Like, it's funny. Like, everything is groundbreaking and world-ending and everything like that. But these folks function like nothing is wrong. Again, their narrative is so lame that they can't even stay within the parameters of their own narrative. They don't even live what they speak. It does not make sense. You fear everything. This evil cabal, these murderers, these killers, this government that's so secretive that they took out JFK and they can do all this stuff and they take out people whenever they want to, but they can't take out David Wilcox. They can't take out Corey Good, Emery Smith, and these people and stuff. And Emery Smith walks around with his pseudo security and shit. Like, that's going to stop any real assassin and some stuff. It's lame. It's all it is. It's a great story. It reads of science fiction, and it's just bad science fiction. It's shit that sci-fi didn't even want. You know Sharknado? This is worse than Sharknado. This shit made Sharknado look like it should win the Academy Awards. These motherfuckers are a joke, and they know they're a joke. Jay Leidner knows he's a joke. He knows that. What is he gonna do? And that's hilarious that he even attempted to do that.
Yeah, I got the video, the new clip from fucking David Wilcock's fucking commercial for fucking Collective Evolution TV, another shit fucking Gaia fucking show TV channel. Here we go. Let's see if this will work.
The scope of the cover-up.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to plug it into your thing, but I don't want. I have to take my case off. I'll just play it up to my phone, my thing here. Ready?
The scope of the cover-up is so vast that what we think we know about UFOs and this whole subject constitutes but a very small portion of the actual activity that is taking place in and around our Earth and our solar system right now. This is the disclosure process. We are doing this right now. With you watching this show, you are part of that process. This process is not going to happen by the official level until it has been wrenched out of their hands. It is the last thing they ever want to do is to completely tell us the truth. Some of the material is so upsetting that there will be people who do not want to get out of bed. They do not want to eat. This is a war. These people are trying to kill us. And if you can understand that, then recognize realize that once the truth comes out...
Disclosure in the fall of Cabal this fall. Did you hear that? People aren't going to want to get out of bed. They're not going to want to eat. These people are trying to kill us. That is just fear fucking mongering clickbait. It's just... I don't know what the fuck else to say to that. That's all it is. It's just fucking... And it's all bullshit. It's fucking all based off of David Wilcox's fucking Q fucking anus fucking bullshit that is... all been fucking completely debunked. Fucking none of it ever fucking comes true. Another fucking thing today, fucking, well, now a few days ago, because we're into September, but some big shit was supposed to happen with the indictments during fucking August. Cue fucking breadcrumbs, fucking indictments in August. Guess what? That's come and gone again. Just like every fucking time. Nothing happens with all those fucking indictments that fucking they say is over, like 100,000 indictments now.
No, we just don't get to see it because, you know, they're taking them to secret facilities and secret places and holding them there and stuff. And the people we probably see are clones. Like, that's not really Obama. And those are clones. Like, they had to clone them so you would know that they were getting taken away. And, yeah, that's it. Fuckers.
Yep.
You can't handle the truth, BGs. Oh, you guys in the chat are awesome.
Yeah, fear porn, exactly. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, that's how you're gonna advertise your show about disclosure. You're gonna be like, yeah, you're not gonna want to get out of bed or eat. People are trying to kill you, man. But I'm gonna tell you all about it. Love and light, though. Let's ascend, everybody.
No, not everybody. Don't forget now. There's only exclusive segment of society that gets to ascend. Not everybody gets to go. We don't get to go. We're gonna be stuck here on planet Prison Earth. Or we're going to send to another prison planet that looks just like Earth. We won't know we're on a prison planet. Well, they all go get the D. Because they all want the D, apparently. They're going to get 5 Ds, 6 Ds, a whole lot of D going on with these motherfuckers. These people are hilarious. They make it so easy. Like, it was just so easy to do. I do wish it was recorded or whatever. But, again, like him, I'm not on some fucking bullshit. But just to watch these people play themselves. And it's good because, again, this is how you know. You need to know who these people are.
Ask around, though, when you go back. Ask, and people come up to you and stuff. If anybody just asks, say, did you record that? Say, because he recorded it, and we want to just make sure, you know, we want to have the full thing. And then we could be like, oh, yeah, when they put it up. And then we'd be like, yeah. What about this? This is the fully unedited version. So see if anybody who comes up and says, hey, I saw that earlier, would I be like, hey, did you just ask around to see if anybody happened to get it recorded or whatever? Because that would be great to have and put up here and everything. And just so everybody can see exactly, you know, the type of person that he really is. Got to get. I mean, if we don't keep exposing these people, they're gonna keep on fucking doing this shit. That's what I'm fucking here for. Keep on, you know.
In Zen, you spelled it wrong. It's ascension. ASSCENSION. You have to put ass in front of it because clearly these fucking donkeys are all trying to do something that doesn't even make any damn sense. They're placating themselves with a bunch of bullshit. Like, don't worry about it. We'll be able to leave all those fucking idiots behind we don't like and everything. Mm-hmm. Looks like a duck. Walks.
I keep asking people when are you going? Then none of them have an answer. Then nobody has an answer. I'm like, when are you going to ascend up out of here? Turn your vibrator up and go.
Yeah, vibrate.
Turn your vibrator up and ascend up out of here.
Absolutely.
You know, just fucking leave. We'll have more room for activities. The rest of us, we can, you know, just imagine everybody how much more activities and how much more shit we can get done with all these fucking ascenders.
There's so much more room for activities. Let's build bunk beds. We could do karate in the garage.
Exactly, Zen, like the ascended masters. Yep, the ascended masters have to ascend. They need to turn their vibrators up and ascend to fucking 5D.
5D, 6D, they all want to do.
All these people are about raising their vibrations to get to the D. I mean, I don't know. They want to ascend to the D. Raise their vibrations and ascend to the D. It's like, I mean, I get it. I mean, yeah. I get not wanting to fucking be all down and gloom and shit all the time and stuff like that. And you know, everybody be a little bit more positive. Yeah, raise your vibe up and stuff like that. But you're not literally raising your fucking physical vibration up so you're gonna fucking ass end up the fuck out of here. I mean, you know what I mean? We say it all the time. Raise your vibe. That means like fucking, hey, don't be a fucking, you know,
Debbie Downer.
Debbie
Like,
Downer
raise
and
your
shit
energy,
like
raise
that,
your
you know?
vibration. Stop worrying about retrograde and shit. Like you are the universe, so why you let the universe affect you like that doesn't make sense. Like be your part of this universe. So retrograde shouldn't affect you anymore. Work your light. Your light workers, work your light all the time. It shouldn't only work sometimes. That's the time when you should be working the hardest to raise your light, to make sure it's up to par so that shit like that doesn't affect you. But again, most of these people are not going to preach that. They preach about ascension and love and light, but they're not really telling people how to raise it. In fact, they're telling people the opposite. Their actions, the way they speak, the exclusive factor of the stuff that they say and how they don't want to include everybody tells you a lot about what their thought process and plans are. Cool. I don't have a problem with that. Just go. Like, you're making a spectacle of yourself. You keep talking about ascension is this day, that day. Just ascend, please. Please go.
This year, that year, this day, that day. When's it gonna happen? Ass end up out of here. Make that a meme. Turn your vibrators up. Ass end up to the to the 5D.
Yeah, the special package today. It's $111. It's $333. It's $660. Oh, you can't do 666. Don't do that. That's not right. That's what we should do. Anything should be 666, the complete opposite of these fucking idiots, because they think by putting cool numbers, 111, 33, 1111, and all that type of stuff. Yeah, if we make that the price, and it's going to help you on your ascension process. Come on, dude. They're just a bunch of fucking numbers. You can see a number if you want to look at the clock. I see numbers too, whatever. But that's how they associate. Everything has to be so calculated. It just couldn't be, you know what? The fucking thing is $100 or it's $115. No, it's got to be 111. Fuck out of here. Clowns. Everything is just clown shit. As CW say, it's clown shoes. Like, they're just putting on the biggest LARP ever. They're not good actors. They're not good people, which is the most important part of all this. And I think that's the thing that people need to look at. Like, when you look at someone like Corey Good, Jay Widener, all these people, if there were Blue Avians or anything out there that's a good, why would it go to scumbag people? Why would it go to people who don't represent all of us? You know, you would think if you went to a planet or something like that, you'd want someone who
exactly. They preach we are all one, but
they wouldn't know anything about that.
But we're not all allowed to go. Some of us got to go to prison planets, David Wilcock. Why do we gotta go to prison planets if we're all one?
We can't afford to ascend. There's no ascension in our future. It's unfortunate. These dudes they're so concerned again about the future. It's the God complex. They're looking for something to come save them. But then you have someone like David Wilcox, who at this point is now saying he's the original white man, that every white person came from him. And what was his line? Who's your daddy? Like, shit like that. Like, at what point did people start to, like, what the hell is this dude talking about? Like, he's the what? And he represents who? Okay. Good luck. That'd be like Billy Carson, and I'm talking about, I'm two, so I was the first black person. All you black people were born from me. Dude, get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's the God complex. He wants to be Jesus. He wants to be whatever. Like, David Wilcox and these motherfuckers are forming a cult. That is what it comes down to. We're just, their new age religion is just cultism. That's all it is, and they're all in on it. And people like Jay Widener and like that, they play the fence. They try to play the middle of the road and shit. And he's only, again, if CW had never ever started this whole thing about Corey Good, I guarantee you, Jay Widener would not be here doing what he's doing. Period.
Oh, yeah, we know criminal organizations are behind some of this stuff. Edge of Wonder, Epoch Times, fucking Falun Gong, fucking, who's the dude over there? Fucking, there's another dude who fucking funds a lot of shit through Gaia and stuff. I forget his name right now and everything. That's not fucking, you know.
What's the guy's name that brought Emery Smith out and stuff, too? The guy from Massachusetts. I forget his name right now. There's a Justin Duchamps.
There's a bunch of shady people with some, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, just look at fucking Billy Carson, and his fucking whole history is just him conning people. That's his whole history. And he still, for his new fucking cons, he uses the same address. Like, it's fucking, it's not so hard to fucking figure out what the fuck you're doing, dude. Everything is linked to the same address, and you tell people, I've been doing business out of the same building for the last 25 years. Oh, yeah, cool. Let me.
Sorry, I was saying.
Peace of love, Dwayne. Yeah, I see it. So it's You know, you go in and you look at the businesses that he's run out of there. They're all scams. Every single one of them. And you look at the Better Business Bureau records and everything of these things, it's all scams. It's been taken to court. He's still got cases on and everything about people from scamming people out of money for fake vacations and shit like that. It's like, and now he's doing the same shit.
Oh, that's his MO. He's not going to change.
Come to my class. It's only $1,000 fucking dollars for 2 days of me talking about bullshit.
Yeah, him putting up advertisements for like getting foster kids and how much money you can get paid a month and stuff for having foster kids. It's like, dude, this is, if you're taking a child, you're supposed to take a child because you want to help that child, because you feel compassion, because you feel love and stuff, and feel a need to help another human being, not because, oh, I can get so much money. And like, that was the whole thing. Like, the money of it was in big letters. It wasn't about him trying to push to help, children who need a home and stuff. It was about trying to tell people another fucking scam that they can pull so they can get a check.
Exactly.
If you know anything about the fuck,
dude, that was the most fucked up one, dude.
So much about Q and stuff, because if you think about it, one of the things that a lot of the Q larks and all the different shit was the fact that the foster system was one way that they were funneling, the pedos and stuff, were doing their stuff and everything. So why would you push an organization that you question about what happens with the children and stuff who are in that organization? It's about money. That's what it comes down to. And then
he's the same. He'll talk about like these, there's pedophile rings and stuff like that. And then I'm like, you're fucking advertising for fucking pedophile rings, you fucking.
Basically, yeah.
That's basically what you're doing. So it's like, I think something else is going on here with your fucking accounts and stuff, dude. Well, we know something else is going on and stuff, but it's like, are you involved in this pedophile bullshit, or what the fuck? How are you gonna advertise it while you're talking shit about it? Because that's what people, pedophiles see that, they're like, fuck, I can get paid and get a fucking little kid in my house? The way that whole entire thing, I still have it saved and everything, the way that whole thing was worded and everything, because he took it down after he knows what we said and what people started saying about it and shit like that, but that's exactly what the fuck it was saying.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
You're just telling people a way to go, oh, I can get a check. You're not saying, oh, be compassionate, open your home to a child and stuff like that. The rewards are greater than any monetary value you'll ever get out of it. No, it's something with the letters.
Exactly. The money shouldn't even be any part of it.
Ambiguous, and if you look at it, it's an ambiguous picture of like stick figures where it's not actual people or whatever, and this crazy font color with the words in big, how much money you can get. It's about the money, son. What does any of this have to do with a community that's supposed to be about love, light, consciousness, ascension, all this stuff? Spirituality.
It comes back to
it's so far removed from that.
It comes back to with a lot of this stuff. It's the 70-30 rule. 70% bullshit, 30% good stuff. And people keep asking me, well, what about? They keep saying to me, well, Billy does all this, and I'm like, yeah, listen. A lot of fucking assholes do a lot of good shit. They have to do it to make themselves look good, so everything else that they're doing, people like, don't question it. If you look at all these other people, you look at all these other, I tell people, I can't think, who the fuck was I use? I used somebody else as an example that other people like question, and they think that, the fucking truth of, I forgot who it was right now. And I'm like, look at that. That's a prime example of somebody that you shit on. These people shit on all the time. I'm like, and that person does good stuff too. But they do a bunch of bad things. You know what I mean? Look at Trump. He does some good stuff, but he does some bad stuff. Obama does some good stuff, but he does some bad stuff. All these people do, you know what I mean? People are doing, if they were doing 100% bad shit, people be like, whoa, that's just nothing but bad. That's a fucking, that's a bad person. So they have to mix in the good shit with the bullshit. So they do this thing.
But you point out, Billy, though, is it all good though? Is he really doing good? Because superficially on the scene, like if you look at his social media and follow it and don't really look past what he posts and understand what he posts, you realize that.
Because some of it's good. Eating healthy and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I'm talking about as far as him talking about like donating money and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, but no, exactly. That stuff there. Well, that's what I mean. That's the bullshit. He makes it look like he's doing something good, but we know behind the scenes he never really donated that money. That wasn't a real donation. That stuff there. But I'm talking about like, because people are like, well, he tells people to eat good and he take care of the earth and do all this stuff and how to feel good about yourself and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's the 30% of the good. Now everything else that he talks about, bullshit. Because that's good. Take care of yourself. Eat healthy. You know what I mean? Think positive and stuff like that. So that some of that stuff is actually good stuff. Some of the stuff that these people talk about, like, you know, Corey Good, even though he doesn't fucking live it at all, Billy pretends to fucking try and show that he's living it and stuff, but with Corey Good just sitting there on the side of a mountain like this, going, ha, he's fucking full of shit. You can see that right there. You know, but they got to talk about that. Oh, it's love and it's light and peace and all this stuff. And then be like, so I was battling the aliens and blah, 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 blah. Because people are like, oh, he was just talking about peace and love and light. So he must be telling the truth about these aliens and stuff. You know, same thing about Billy. Yo, plant-based diets and stuff. This stuff is great, man. Take care of the planet. Go donate, help these hurricane victims and stuff like that. Yo, I was chilling with Tooth the other day when I was meditating and stuff. He told me how he built the pyramids from the top down. And people like, oh, wow, this guy's got to be telling the truth because, you know, he was just talking about the hurricane victims and everything like that. And I'm feeling healthier because I'm eating the plant-based diet and stuff. So everything else he says is fucking true. That's how you can tell a con man from a criminal. Like, you know what I mean? Like somebody who's, you know what I mean? Like an actual, like, dude, you know, the dude's just going to straight up rob you versus, you know, no, this is a good guy, and the dude's straight up robbing you. You know what I mean? That's where you can fit, because the guy who they're doing some good shit. But the other dude that's just gonna straight up rob you, there's nothing good about that, bro. He's ain't dude. He's like, yeah, fuck that. Eat whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck what you do and shit. Like, you know what I mean? You can tell the difference between those criminals. That's what makes these people con men, because they look like they're normal people, but they're conning the fuck out of you. They act like normal. They say nice, normal things. They do but really, it's all fucking bullshit. It's all a scheme. It's all part of the fucking con. I don't even know if half these people really eat fucking plant-based fucking diets and shit like that.
True. You don't know what they do. You don't know if they meditate. You don't know if they're taking medications, if they're doing anything when they go home. It all looks good. That's the whole thing about social media. You have a presence and an image. And I mean, through filters, through everything else, we know the fact that people put on airs and their lives look really great on social media, but at home, their lives are the complete opposite. And that's the same thing with a lot of these people put this stuff up. You don't know how they're living. This dude taking pictures in front of pyramids and stuff and putting on a pose, you know, like he's meditating for a second and everything, doesn't mean that he's doing any of that. Sometimes people just put this stuff out there because it's what's selling right now.
Exactly.
The new age, the woo-woo and stuff is popular. Everybody's getting into it. Like I said, you go to these events, you're going to meet 1 million shamans. You're going to meet 1 million people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with people trying to better themselves or find whatever peace or harmony.
No, that's exactly. Like I tell people.
They do it.
I tell people, I was like, I don't have a problem with these people saying that stuff. What I have a problem is most of them that aren't actually living that, so that they're bullshit. And then the other stuff, that's what I have a problem with. You know what I mean? A lot of that stuff, again, it's good stuff. Help other people out. Help yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of the environment. Take care of, you know, do this stuff. You know what I mean? That's all good shit. That's all stuff that we believe in too. Everybody should do that stuff. But we're not over here preaching some bullshit on the side of that, fucking trying to make money and get money out of your pockets and shit. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. And when you, like what you said with medications, if Corey Good is really telling the truth, and this is a shout out to Stephen Cambion, because he just touched on this subject and everything, and we all know that Corey has said these things before and stuff, but it made me think and look it up when I was listening to Stephen Cambion's latest thing about Corey here. Now, Corey claims that he has temporal dementia, which some people are like, oh, that's not even a real thing. But it turns out it actually is a real thing. It's frontotemporal dementia. And this, if he really has this, it would explain a lot about him and why he does what he does, and the way that it would just explain a whole shitload about why he is the way he is. And he's probably on a lot of medications as well because of it. Now, this is going off of what he has said himself. He said that he has PTSD and frontal dementia, temporal dementia. Okay? And so if you look up what this is, I'll just go off the quick little thing right here. All right? Frontotemporal dementia is a group of related conditions resulting from the progressive degeneration of the temporal and frontal lobes of the brain. These areas of the brain play, this is very important, a significant role in decision making, behavioral control, emotions, and language. Now think about that. If Corey Good has all of that stuff, I mean, that explains a whole hell of a lot about his actions and why he reacts the way that he does and why he says the things that he does. And he probably legit believes the shit that most of the shit that he's saying sometimes. If he actually has that. That's the thing. Do we know that he actually has that? He's just said this. Just like he has PTSD.
Plan B.
You know what I mean? Just like he says he has PTSD from fighting fucking aliens. So,
yeah,
you know.
There's a ghost sitting next to him. Yeah, I'm sorry for everybody who just joined in, because I don't want to keep talking about this shit over and over again. But yeah, Jay exposed himself today. You guys can kind of go back and look at some of this, what we talked about and everything. It's just a lot, but it's just funny that he did it himself. That, like, again, this is what these folks do, all of them. Like, you give them enough rope, they're going to hang themselves, because truly their agendas is nothing peaceful, nothing good, nothing. They don't care about anything but the bottom line. That's money. And they're in it for money. They're in it for fame. They're in it to milk it as long as they can and play the long con. Because this is the long con. If you ever met hustlers and stuff in your life, you know hustlers. These dudes are hustlers. It's what they do. They're hustling. You know, it's just really what it is. It's what it really comes down to. They're just bad at it. To anybody who's been people, you played poker, you know people who bluff. If you know anything about that, you spend time around hustlers, stuff like that, you can see it and you're like, I'm not going to fall for that shit. I mean, how many people are still falling for the card game or the 3-shell fucking thing or whatever? You're still falling for that. Good luck. I'm just saying.
Exactly, Zen. That may be his backup plan, but if he tries to pull that as his backup plan in court, he's going to have to prove that with medical documentation that he actually has that disease.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. This is just speculate. This is just going off what he says. He claims that he has this, and if he really does have that, that would explain an awful lot about him. But then it's questionable if he actually has that. Is he just going to come out and be like, "Oh, well, I had this crazy disease, so I'm sorry, everybody," and then people feel bad for him and then give him more money and shit. Does he even really have that disease, though? Does he really even have that fucking disease, though? You know what I mean? So
exactly. That's what's sad too, though, is that if this man does have some legit medical issues and stuff like that, that you're still going to question it, because for this amount of period of time, this is what these people are doing, lying.
He's still lying and out there making money and conning off of it and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Christianity con worked for 2,000 years running, right? What else is people saying in the chat here? I'm trying to keep up with everybody. Somebody asked, yep, Smoke Queen is sitting next to me. It's not a ghost. I'm not smoking with a ghost right now. It is the lovely Smoke Queen. You can say hi.
And Michelle, you're right. It is disrespectful for people who have legitimate stuff and legitimate issues going on. This is what I'm saying. Like, even me, like, I suffer from PTSD. I've dealt with that. I don't like fireworks and stuff like that. Being shot and being fucking shot at and shot at work and shit all those years and different things that gone on and stuff. So when you start talking that stuff, there's a whole in a lot of their rhetoric period is a lot of disrespect. It's a disrespect to if you really weren't in the military, saying you were in the military and doing 20 in bats and stuff. There's disrespect to science. There's disrespect to people who truly believe in religion, are religious people and truly have beliefs and stuff that they hold dear to their heart and stuff. There's just so much disrespect from these people. They don't care. The bottom line for them is about themselves and money and fame. That's it. You can tell. Just listen to him. Listen to where David Wilcox is at. You know, he's talking, who's your daddy? And David Wilcox, the rock star, he's being introduced as and stuff. And they got music playing. He's got walk-up music and shit. Like he's about to step up to the plate and hit a home run. And these people are living out their wildest fantasies. They're all the way in. They're in. They're like, cool, I got it. Someone's willing to pay for it. Someone's willing to humor me with the stuff that they put out, and they're loving it. They're living the dream. Good luck with it, though. Like I said, when you see someone like how Jay acted today in front of all those people in that room and stuff like that, it just gives to show you that these aren't good people. And these are the people, Corey Good, David Wilcox, Emery Smith, Jason Rice, Pete Peterson, Billy Carson, and a whole bunch of other people who were on Gaia and stuff like that we're dealing with. He was the orchestrator. He was the person pulling the strings. That's Geppetto. He's the one pulling the puppet strings and shit like that. And he knows it.
He was making their stories look good. That's what he was doing. He took their stories and he fluffed them up and made them look fantastical for everybody to see on the fucking big picture screen. They all want to fucking talk shit about fucking TV, it's television programming, and it's brainwashing and all this stuff, but they all want to be on TV and they all want to have their fucking shows and they want you to watch all their shows and everything like that. On Gaia TV, on their one fucking platform. Come to this. Just watch this one brainwashing fucking channel. Don't watch those other brainwashing channels. Just watch this one brainwashing channel. You know what I mean?
The truth be here, yo. Yeah. It was just funny to see that dude, because that's also what he thought he was going to do. Again, he was going to try, he thought he was going to manipulate me and try to get me to come out of character. And I'm 6'4", like I'm taller than this dude, I'm bigger than this dude, I'm 20, 25 years younger than this dude and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure I'm probably much more trained than this dude. And he wanted to try to vote me or goat me into some bullshit. And it just wasn't going to happen. As I've said this, and anybody who listens to this show can back this up and let this know. I have said this and I will keep saying this. And Jay and Groovy, whoever else is listening, you don't got to worry about this. You don't got to worry about this. You ain't got to worry about none of that type of stuff. You got to worry about this, because my mouth is the killer piece. My mouth is where I do what I need to do. This Thursday night that we've been doing for 6+ years and stuff like that, that's where I get to do this stuff. I don't have to get physical with you. My mouth is a killer. My mouthpiece is no
shit. Half the time we don't even have.
He saw that today.
You don't even have to open your mouth. He'll open his own mouth and fucking stick his foot in it.
But I'm just saying, but just my response to him was not what he was expecting. And it was not what he wanted. And that just goes to show that I got this dude all perplexed. He was all beside himself, was getting all loud. That wasn't what he was planning on doing when he was coming over there. I'm sure of that, which is why he was trying to ambush and record it and stuff like that, because he was hoping he was going to record him getting Jiggy all mad and Jiggy saying shit, and he could go back like, see, this is what this black dude is about. This is what the hood guy is about. You know, the paranormal hoodies and stuff like that. Nah, dude, you don't get to do that. I'm telling you, I'm a cool dude. You all don't get that. That's why Lee Veltman, shout out to him, was trying to broker the conversation and went to them in the first place. Like, you should just go to talk to Jiggy. He's right over there. He's a cool dude. Like, look, everybody in here is talking. No one's got a problem in this room with him but you two. And then you come over on some bullshit. He probably was like, no, you stay back, Ruby. Let me handle this. I can go through this. I got this. You're going to try to snipe and try to record and shit like that. You're a punk. You're a pussy. You're not even a fucking man. Like I said, it was nothing. I wasn't recording. I was trying to have a cool conversation. And as I said to you, Groovy knew. Everybody's known. Everybody who stuck up for you, Bug and all these motherfuckers who keep trying to start shit on Twitter. I never called Groovy a racist. I never called Bug a racist. What I'm calling you people is a bunch of bullshit motherfuckers, because Bug in my DMs is another one who was talking mad shit about saying Groovy when he thought she blocked him. But then when he realized she didn't block him, she just did whatever or got off of something, whatever, then all of a sudden she was saying Groovy again. But in that interim, he had a lot to say about her. So this is the thing, too. These people don't even know who their friends are. Like, they're all a bunch of fucking lying, two-faced bastards, and that's why they're all down with each other. It all makes sense. I don't roll like that. It's not, see, this is what I had to explain to people, too. I'm going to say this again, if everybody doesn't understand. It's not our way or the highway. That's not how we work. That's not what we're saying. But you can choose sides. You can be on our side. You can be on their side. You can be friends with everybody. But don't come with the middleman bullshit and try to play that stuff. Because I know if you're in my DMs talking shit about somebody that's supposed to be your friends, then most likely you're in their DMs talking shit about me, who you say you consider me a friend or whatever. Fuck you. Don't play that shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how the real world. This is why I'm calling people up for what they are, because they show who they are. It's easy to do. What's going on? I'll be right back, folks. Give me a second. Get something to drink.
No problem. I'm just updating the title of the show, people.
What is that? Jiggy Rant is the new title or some shit?
No, it's hashtag JY and the hashtag Groovy Bean. Real shady people.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Hashtag fucking unreality check, because there's nothing reality about these motherfuckers whatsoever. Well, no, the reality is that they're just pieces of shit. And I'm sorry, that woman just showed even more of her true colors. The way she was looking at me and acting and trying to act all the victim shit and stuff like that. And I'm in the room, I'm on the other side of the room from these people. The only reason I even went next to her, because Ben Hansen, who's a friend of mine, has a booth literally right next to theirs. Other than that, I wouldn't even have went to that side of the room. But I went to talk to my friend and stuff about stuff that he's doing and everything. They're walking past me, and she's walking past me, recording and mean mugging me and ice grilling me and stuff. I don't need to do all that. You know, this games. These are supposed to be adults, and I think they're both older than me, and it's a shame that they're both still acting like they're in elementary school and shit. Like, it's a shame that these motherfuckers haven't moved past that, and that whatever they should be doing, they're not. And the shit that they're doing is a bunch of bullshit. And now it just shows even more. I'm sorry, that woman, if that's who she's down with, it just tells a lot about her. And no, I don't think it makes her racist. I don't think it makes any. What I think it makes her is greedy. I think that she's at the point where this is about money. This is about fame. This is about trying to get to where she can with the dude who put all these other people on. That's why she's doing a show with him. That's why she was like, fuck it, the enemy of my, literally my enemy. Now I'm cool with my enemy. The dude who taught all these people to do what they were doing, the dude who you never know what he could have been a part of or whatever. And that's the other thing too. I said this earlier for folks to know. He asked me, "Oh, did you dox me?" I'm like, "Dude, dox you? Dude, like, what are you talking about?" I was like, "You were in that chat, you were in everything. You know I didn't dox you. You know I had nothing to do with that. I didn't even retweet the tweet. I was the tweet that some random person tried to tweet in. All your little cronies and stuff. Fire of Truth, another one who does the artwork for their show, who keeps trying to start trouble on fucking Twitter. Then this Stina Bina chick or whatever. All these folks who work with them, who are down with them, try to start trouble. No one has time to dox you. I can barely fucking use my cell phone, let alone go around doing all that type of stuff. You're a clown. I don't need to do that to clowns. Clowns like you call themselves out. You did that today in a room full of people at an event at a UFO conference in Phoenix, Arizona. Half of that room got to hear and see you make a complete fool and idiot of yourself. They really did. Get all loud.
Round of applause. Jay Widener, everybody.
Good job. Yeah, everybody give Jay Widener a round of applause. He put on a really good show. It was a really good show. All he did was prove everything I've been saying for months to him. And I appreciate him being honest about the fact that he believes that. He quoted that in front of everybody, that racist shit that he said on that show, he believes that. And then to him, that's science. So it's fact. You know,
well, exactly. That's why, like I said, people ask me, like, why do you engage with people? I'm like, well, because sometimes it's worth it to get their reaction and to prove it just further proves my point with the way that they react and how they respond. Because I just sit there and I'm calm and cool and I'm like, you say whatever, and they just boom, 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 and it plays out just like a fucking playbook, exactly how it is. Boom, boom. It's not just with flat earthers anymore. It's rampant everywhere throughout the whole entire community with everybody. They just go right to mean mugging and getting upset and saying shit and showing their true colors. It just comes right out.
Out of mind. I'm just going to tell you again. That woman's eyes are open. Y'all need to stop thinking that Yvonne is like she's got like Stockholm syndrome. She's some victim and all this. She is not. This is about money. This is about fame. This is about greed. Again, this woman is at International UFO Conference doing live streams and stuff with this dude and everything. That is all this is about. She's not a victim. She's nobody's victim. She's hanging out with the scumbag and she knows it. Before I even went and started talking about her, another person who I DM'd told her how I felt about all this stuff, and I reached out to her first as someone who also has a traumatic brain injury and stuff, went through some of the, had similar experiences and stuff, plus, and reached out to her in that way. And she basically said, oh, I'll look into it. I'll do this and that. If you did another person, so if she vetted this dude, she's just another person that shouldn't be vetting anybody because she has no idea what she's doing. And if she today, it didn't open her eyes, and it didn't. She just sat there. I saw her. She was off in the distance watching the whole thing go on, kind of thinking it's cute and funny or whatever. I'm telling you, there's nothing good about that woman. She can play y'all. Y'all can think because she gets on thing and tries to be all cute and everything and all sweet and everything. That is not what that is. That's not who she is. And she, another person, was originally down with these people and stuff, and then supposedly had a change.
She supposedly was gaslit. Well, she's gaslighting y'all.
Basically, that's all she's doing. She's playing everybody.
Yep. She wants to cry, oh, Corey gaslighted me and everything, oh, blah, blah, blah. That's what she's doing to everybody right now.
You know how many people's DMs she was in whining about, well, Jiggy said this and Jiggy's doing that, and blah, 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 and I'm scared. Like, this, you're not scared. There's nothing. I don't even believe that she ever feared anything. I think it's all an act, and she's a drama queen. She's literally a drama queen. Like, she's walking around this place like she's a president or shit with people following her and cameras and sound people and stuff and her friends and all. Like, woman, please, like, get over yourself. Y'all fall for that. I'm sorry. Good luck. She's playing y'all hard. That's what she's about. And people are falling for it wholeheartedly, crying wolf. Listen, like I showed Jay, he saw all my scars and everything. I showed everything to him. He now sees everything is legit on me. I'm not bullshitting about it, but you don't hear me cry about nothing. You don't hear me whining, pandering, none of that type. It just is what it is.
Yeah, Zen. The stuff that fucking Jay pedals and pandas and stuff still. He's Corey Good's bullshit, but all this other stuff, not just the Nazca mummies, the little mini Attica mummy, the Attica mummy or whatever they call it and stuff. It's supposed to be a little mummy and stuff. That's completely been debunked and everything. He still believes in all that stuff. Giants and stuff in the middle of Arizona or whatever. All kinds of all the woo-woo stuff that we all know is bullshit. It's already been debunked. It's already been proven that it's not true, and it just makes it, just clutters up the stuff that could possibly be true. Everything now that nobody's going to believe anything because all this bullshit is everywhere. If something really does happen, which is why I think it's all a big psyop, so nobody's going to believe anything when anything happens and stuff because everybody's going to think everything is bullshit. Same thing with politics, all this fake news there, everything. It's all the same shit. Just put a bunch of fucking fake shit everywhere. Who the fuck's gonna know?
And in between, not even just the psyops, you just got a lot of people who just taking advantage of a field of an expanding field, a field where I think most people who come into this stuff are learning. It's a new thing, but it reads of religion, it reads of cult, it reads of a lot of stuff that people are putting in the middle of this that just don't seem to have a place. And none of it has to do with any real love and light, any real consciousness, any real spirituality, any of us really benefiting from this stuff. This is all the fluff in the middle.
Just like everybody. Yeah, shout out to Zen for doing this, everybody. If you haven't, I know a lot of the people watch Zen too and stuff. Go sign his petition we got. We want Corey Good to have the blue chicken fuckers come and cure cancer. Come and cure the little kids of cancer. That's what I mean. That's a real simple thing to do. Why can't they do that? Oh, they can't interfere. Well, why can't that sounds like some Jesus stuff. Oh, Jesus and God is watching over, but he can't interfere. Gonna sit there and let everybody kill themselves. Gonna let all these kids die and stuff. Can't interfere. Blue avians gods? I thought they're just some aliens. They're supposed to be here to help us.
No.
How come they're not helping us? So,
they left, didn't they?
Same thing with Emery Smith, because I see, a lot of people peddle the mummy thing and the little these things, and it's just, a lot of it because they're through Geyer and everything. I don't think Greer's on Geyer, but Emery on Geyer and stuff, and Jay did shows and made Emery's show was on the show, and Jay was sitting there, put him on camera and telling him here, do this and do that, and Jay Leidner backs up all this stuff. He believes in all that stuff still. He just doesn't believe in the blue chicken story because Corey Good and David Wilcock, and he doesn't believe those guys, but he believes everybody else. Stephen Greer with his moth. Oh, come and look at these moths for $600. It's an interdimensional being, or maybe it's your loved one. You can only see him here on my special place, and it costs you $600. Oh, Zen, I'm going to help you get Blue Eyes, because Blue Eyes is in here, too. I'm going to help you get Blue Eyes back over on your channel. I was looking earlier after, and I'll let you know when I email you, because I know you were having trouble trying to get her back over there, because somebody blocked her or whatever. So we'll try and help you out there. It's over in the settings for your channel and everything, where you put things, but YouTube's always changing and moving things around. It's so hard to figure it all out. Oh, yeah, Blue Eyes, exactly. There's a lot of cancers, but in general, we just want people we're asking the Blue Avians, Corey Good, to ask the Blue Avians just to heal all kids that have cancer. Whatever type of cancer that they have, just come, because supposedly Corey Good and Emery Smith claims that these aliens and this technology and all this stuff can cure all this cancer and do all this good stuff, but where is it all? How come nobody's doing any of this stuff? Oh, she's good to go now? Okay, I didn't know, but I know one of the last streams I watched of yours, unless you've done one since then, I know that you were still talking about how to get her back on there, so. All right, good. So yeah, we just want them to heal all cancers, all types of cancers. That's nothing, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just a real simple. I think that's a really nice thing to do. I mean, the poor kids don't deserve it. Of course, most of these dualistic, spiritual, woo-woo people are all like, well, the kids, that's the life that they were born into here on this planet, and they chose to have this cancer when they were born.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, because that just totally just, makes a whole lot of sense. That just makes it real easy.
Yeah. So explain that to the kid. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm just checking out the chat too, folks. Yes. Anybody who's late, Jiggy's in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm at the International UFO Congress at the Grand Sheraton Ballroom.
Oh, thanks, James. That's a really good one. It's just so easy to figure this stuff out, but none of these people want to take the time and go and look through and that wasn't my original post. I just took that from somebody else, but I had to go. I went and I'll go and I'll look and I'll actually verify what these Egyptian symbols mean and stuff like that. And make sure that, okay, is this actually factual and stuff? And that's what that is. And what James is talking about is most everybody knows about it is the famous hieroglyphs in one of the temples where it looks like an airplane and a tank and a UFO, and it's supposed to be showing the future and stuff, a helicopter or something like that. And it's not that at all. It's actually hieroglyphs laid over from the next king that took over after the previous king. They overlaid their names. It happens all over Egypt. That's why there's a lot of places where you can't even tell what the hieroglyphs were anymore, because they overlaid it so many times they did a new one or something. Some places you can see where they tried to put in a new stone and stuff, but so that's all that was. It's an overlay of the hieroglyphs changing from one king to the next king over what that tomb is now. This is the ruler of the land or whatever. I forget exactly what it all says, and that's all that stuff is. And it just happens to be that with pareidolia and everything, when you look at it, it looks like helicopters and UFOs and tanks and airplanes. Which it's not that at all. Once you see and you know what those hieroglyphs are and what it would look like overlaid on top of each other, that's what it comes out to be. And there's just so many things like that all over the place, and I do a lot of that stuff. I try and put up a lot of that debunking stuff and showing people the actual truth of that stuff on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. I try and send it over and retweet it over onto Twitter and stuff too, but most people don't want to click on it to go over to Instagram. I don't know why, whatever, If it wasn't so hard to do and show everything and stuff, I'd do more stuff. I want to try to figure out how I can do it and show more of that stuff on here when we're doing shows and everything, and just show people like, oh, this is bullshit, you know what I mean? I did the thing with fucking Roach Will I Am a Liarson. That's my new name for him. His name is Will I Am a Liar.
Forbidden nonsense for the mindless.
But he's all talking about the Shem, the Turkish Shems over there, the Shems, if anybody ever seen them. And there's a bunch of big ones standing over there in Turkey and everything, and I forget what other area. It's not just in Turkey, it spreads over to another country. And it's a group of people and this culture and stuff. I don't remember it all off the top of my head right now. And some of them have actual little statues, and one of them looks like could be a rocket ship. And the one that turns out to look the most like a rocket ship that was supposedly just found hidden away in a museum and stuff, is actually only about it's probably a 30-year-old plaster casting now that somebody made 30 years ago. Into a shape similar to that, and they put it over with artifacts with that or whatever. It got mixed up somehow in the artifacts with that, so when it came back out, people thought that. But when they did the testing, it's modern plaster. It's plaster that just was invented recently, like they just started doing it. It falls apart, and he has one of these. And the thing, it looks, and you can see it's sitting there. Oh, you guys can't. Oh, you can see my knees now. It's like this. And its hands are right here on its knees like this, so that's the way it looks. But they're actually like these little, kind of like the gnome guys you see in people's front lawns and stuff like that. That's what the Shems look like. They got the beard, they got these funny hats and these weird clothes and stuff on that. So when they do, you hold them sideways, some of them they look, could be something. But he's over here making a video, and he's like, yeah, you can see it's holding some type of controls. And I'm like, no, those fucking hands are on his goddamn knees, dude. Is he flying that thing with his knees? He's like, woo, woo. You know what I mean? And the feet on the bottom. So, yeah, I don't know. All that stuff, it's really simple, really easy to debunk when you see it and show it. And I show it on there, and You know, people are always claiming that the Egyptians never showed how. Oh, bye, Zen. I think you're leaving, Zen. Zen's out of here. Somebody was out of here. Who's out of here? Enjoy your dinner, Zen. Peace and love, Zen. So all the time, people like, how did they move these stones? They don't tell you how they moved these stones. They wrote everything down and stuff. It's all over everywhere. They put it in stone what they did. But what they don't realize, it really is in stone. There is reliefs of these things being moved. Giant statues. I just did a post again today about it. Where it's a relief, an Egyptian relief from, I forgot which period, that's in some pharaoh's tomb or whatever, a temple, and it shows a statue of him, and he's sitting up, and it's one of these big, huge, it's like 50, 60 tons, and all carved in one piece, and it's on a wooden sled, and there's hundreds of people pulling it. And there's people behind pushing. And there's people in the front of the sled and on the sides. And they have these buckets. And they're pouring liquid out in front of it so that the sled slides easier. 60-ton statue. Yeah. All carved. And they're pulling it on sleds. And it's all carved out. And the detail is not so great anymore and stuff. But somebody drew it and made a copy of it and what it looks like. And actually looks. And you could see that's okay. They didn't change anything. They just, because the top corner of where that shows the statue and stuff like that, it was kind of broken and a little fucked up on the actual leaf, but they just kind of put it in with the statue, and we know that statue is because the statue's still there and stuff. It's just all broken and fucked up now and everything, and it's sitting right where they dragged it into. And there's other things like that's just one of them. There's other things showing now. There's nothing that I know of or anybody knows of that of the actual pyramids and stuff being built, but you have to remember all this stuff has been destroyed. A lot of this stuff was destroyed. All these temples we just see, they're just dead. They were either destroyed or they just crumbled over time and shit like that. So a lot of that stuff we're not going to find, but they did leave traces behind of the things they do. Now, of course, people were like, oh, that's just a 50-ton statue. What about the 1,000-ton one? Or the one? It's the same principle applies, except on a bigger scale. That's it. That's all they do. Just like the Coral Castle thing. Well, with the little tripod like that, how did he move the big ones? You build a bigger tripod. Just like Scott showed in his videos. He had more than one tripod at one point. You know what I mean? Actually, he still had two, I think, when we were there, didn't he?
Yeah,
he had the one up at the top and he had the one down at the bottom and stuff. It was two different sizes for moving the different sizes stones and stuff and doing the different work. And that's what they would have done. They would have had tripods and stuff too back then to help them lift up and get the stones into place where they needed them to go and stuff. I don't know about...
But think about what you're saying too. You're still talking about people who know by actually, if they really watch even Ed's own stuff, that the answers are right in front of their faces, but they don't want to know the truth. The truth to them isn't good enough. The fiction aspect of this stuff is what plays so well with people that they're gonna put blinders onto the truth and just go with the fiction aspect of it because that's what's fun. It's what makes it fun for people to think that Ed was down there, this guy was stupid and all he could let, but he could let.
So I say all the time. It's a fun story. It's a great story. It's entertaining. I loved it. I enjoy it and stuff, but it's not a true story. You know what I mean? Sorry, fucking rain on your fucking goddamn parade. If you think it's true, well, that's fine. Go ahead, believe that shit is fine. But it's right here. It's all right here. Ed himself fucking said it. This is how they did it, and he has video of it, and people are still like, no, he was levitating those rocks. No, there's a video right there. You can see the tripod, tack, blockle, chain, lifting, hoisting, lifting it up. They photoshopped that. Yeah, 1930 something.
Yeah, they'll say that the video was edited or something. That's what people try to say some bullshit like that. Whatever.
Yeah, that's what they were real into editing videos back in the 1930s.
What's up, Davey? Good to see you.
Davey, UFO Gandalf, everybody else that I might have missed joining in the chat right now. People coming and going.
Who else is up in this video? I can't even tell how many people are watching whatever right now because I'm just for everybody who doesn't know, again, I'm at International UFO Congress. And I wanted to take the time, too, in this video to make sure that I say thank you to the folks involved with UFO, the International UFO Congress and the staff of the Sheraton Hotel. They were actually really cool. You know, once they got wind of everything that was going on, they came to talk to me, make sure I was cool and everything. And again, I told them I'm fine. I didn't want the dude kicked out. I didn't want to do all that. I wanted the dude to leave me alone. At this point, I just know that with somebody like Jay Widener, there's no conversation. There's no common ground. There's nowhere that him and I can stand and meet. I know where he stands. I know what he thinks about.
It's just as bad as Corey.
But not even that. But see, this is the thing. Like, it's more. You're allowed to believe what you want to believe, but it's his response. It was what he was doing. It was him being shady, him recording the conversation without us knowing, him trying to bait me and goat me and stuff. That's the stuff that bothers me. I don't care about.
No, just like Unirock. He sits there. That's why we were talking about that night during the debate. He's sitting there calling out Unirock, but then here he is. He's doing the same stuff that Unirock did to Zen, recording and going live while he's talking to Zen without even telling Zen until after the fact. Being all shady and everything. And then
it means that he had an agenda. From the moment he chose to come and have a conversation with me, he knew what he wanted to do. You come over with a recorder, audio recording, and all this type of stuff, trying to hide it in your hand. And I was so focused on the conversation. Again, shout out to Natasha, Mysterious Forces, because she was sitting right there, and she knows, like, she's like, "Are you recording this?" And that's when she got mad. And she's like, "What are you doing?" Like, and this guy just, you know what he's about. He had an agenda. This dude is a piece of shit. He's a scumbag, and it didn't work out like he thought it was going to at all. And he played himself.
Hey, Jonathan, we know who those two dislikes are from.
Yeah, exactly.
One's from Groovy and one's from fucking Leidner.
Nah, one's probably from Bug and his little troop of people too. Like, whatever, I don't care. They can all kiss. Like, that just, it is what it is. If that's what those people want to side with, not just forget. The dude literally said in front of all those vendors, people he didn't know, half of a room full of vendors who heard with an earshot of what he was saying, that he's not about love. He's not about peace. He's not about light. He's not about any of that. None of it. That's what y'all gonna give dislikes for? Good luck. Again, y'all can go over to St. Groovies. Y'all can keep kissing her ass and believing that she's some saint because she's not. Everybody saw that too. Not, in fact, you know what? See, I don't even want to call, because there's some bigger people who are here who actually witnessed the original thing I'm talking about, her walking by, videotaping me without telling me. She's got her phone in front of her face. She's looking directly at me with her phone facing me, recording me, and walking by, giving me evil looks every time she sees me and stuff. And other people saw it and acknowledged it. So again, it's hilarious that these people, what are they about? Like, I don't get it. They want to give likes. That's who y'all want to follow. Good luck. She wants to be in bed with that dude. That dude's a racist, homophobic scumbag. He is. Remember how they talk about the Grinch having the black heart? My man, that dude has a black heart. He really is a scumbag piece of shit. When all those people around me who don't know me, who are in other booths and stuff, came over to me, who, if you would have looked at me, I wasn't mad. I was cool, calm, and collective, and were apologizing for him, for his actions, for the word he was saying. People who were in earshot calling him a racist and stuff like that because they were offended by the stuff that he was saying. And none of these folks were African American and stuff either. None of them were minorities. So that just shows to show you that other people who are around him who don't know him got a taste of this man's venom. They got a taste of what he is truly about. And it's great because he put himself on blast. He showed everybody who and what he is. Good for him.
I don't know if you saw, Zen just said that we should have you on the show, give him an update, an interview and discussion, and give an update about the conference and stuff. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll get in touch with you definitely after the show and stuff. Zen, like I said, I have your email, and we'll send you some links, and you can link up with Jiggy. He's in Arizona right now. Maybe you guys can link up with you there.
Yeah, I think he's like a couple hours away.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. He's a few hours away, huh? But
yeah, it's not really convenient. But I might be back here next month, Zen, anyways, for I might be in Pine Top if that's closer to you, Arizona, next month. I'm discussing that right now. I want to say, because somebody asked me about the conference. The conference is awesome. This is not a reflection on the conference. Like, I've already met some new people. There's great vendors here. I caught up with some old friends. Travis Walton's here. Ben Hansen's here and stuff. Got to talk to Richard Dolan and Tracy. And, this is what I've always said. I don't ever want anybody to think I'm not down on the conferences. I love these things. That's why I go to them. That's why I'm here. It is the really good connections and friendships and new people that you meet and stuff that I evaluate from this. But at the same time, I stress that this is why I also go, because I get to see these people face to face, firsthand, and stuff like that. Jay was going to keep dodging me. If Jay was never here, and if Lee Veltman never went over to talk to him and try to broker something, he was never going to speak to me. He was never going to say anything. I didn't come here to see him. I didn't even know he was going to be here. Anybody who watches this knows I've been talking about coming here for months, since Natasha first talked about it when she came to Paranormal Hood, when she was in Boston. It's not like that was my soul. That was my purpose at all. It was not on my agenda to come here to talk to him. If they saw and everybody saw what I was doing, I walked and talked to Ben. I never said anything to them. Walked by their booth. There was no dirty looks. They're the ones that shoot me dirty looks and look at me like I'm crazy and stuff. I did none of that. That's not on my agenda. I didn't care because I always believed the dude was never going to talk to me. I'll give him credit. He came and talked to me. But again, he came with an agenda to play some games and try to bait me and try to goat me and try
You know what?
to be angry black man and all that shit.
They're probably going to say that you just went there to fuck with them, but you know what? We got it. We've been talking about you going there for long before they announced it on their show, and anybody even knew they were going on there.
I know. Listen, they can try to say whatever they want. There are plenty of people who listen to this show who know. Natasha will tell you. Her and our correspondence, when the stuff was first booked and everything, this stuff has been booked for months. When I travel, I usually travel and book things a month, months and months and months in advance. That's why I know I'll probably be going to Disclosure Con next month, because it was on my agenda as something to do. See, people don't get that. Especially when I'm traveling. I live in Boston. I'm in Phoenix. You know, I go to California, I go to different places. I don't just pick up and be like, okay, I'm going to travel there tomorrow, go to this event tomorrow. All this stuff is pre-planned. So I'm not worried about that. There's plenty of correspondence and stuff that prove that. So anything that they try to say, again, is bullshit. And anybody who backs up their shit, is bullshit. And they keep trying to push a narrative of me calling other people. I've never called Bug racist. I never called Groovy racist. I don't care. I call Groovy a lot of other things that I believe about what she's doing and stuff. But I've never called her any necessarily negative words. I've called Jay some negative words because just like he was today, he proved that he's a jackass. But I've never really called her out her name. I've accused her of pandering and doing other things I don't like. But I got to see her, and now I see who I think she possibly is too. She also could have come and talked. I extended to Groovy a long time ago, just conversations her and I were having in DM on Twitter and stuff, trying to get a feel of stuff and understand her and side with her, and maybe feeling it was a possibility of the Stockholm Syndrome or whatever, or maybe he was threatening her or she felt scared, or, you know, they try to push that narrative. They all, you know, Corey threatens everybody, so everybody's scared, whatever. But I just saw her for who she was, the way she was looking at me and acting and stuff like that, and cool. Again, it is what it is. I'm good. I was the cool, calm, collective one. I didn't make myself look any way but who I am. I'm Jiggy, and everybody knows me. Got no problem. Anybody in that room, those two people have a problem, and that's how they want to act, whatever. But it's cool. I don't care. Jay just did everything that he needed to do today. He proved who he was to folks. Whether he wants to try to take whatever little audio or video and try to chop it up or prove it up, real live people who didn't know that man, who were vendors of this place, who paid to be here and stuff, were in shock and awe at the shit that was coming out of his mouth. And his actions and the way he was acting. Hey, say what you want. And I know that they're watching. I know they're giving their dislikes, but you know, that's on y'all. That's really what it comes down to. You folks, Corey Goods, the David Wilcoxes, you, Jay Widener, their boss and everything. That's your MO. This is the modus operandi of how you guys act, how you maneuver and stuff. You're not men. You're not women. You're not like, you don't act like normal people. You don't even attempt to try to make any kind of peaceful resolution to this stuff, because you know you're sitting on bullshit. That you know that the stuff that you're talking about is utter fantasies, science fiction, stuff that you saw in the same comic books and movies and stuff that I read and saw all these years that everybody else has seen. You keep plucking and cherry picking nonsense and stuff, and it's tiring. Your whole narrative is tired. And again, it comes from Jay Widener. I've been saying this for months. Folks want to try to do this dude. I don't know why. He is the puppet master. He proved it today. And he tried to manipulate. He thought he was going to manipulate and play his little game with us and stuff. And it just didn't happen. It didn't work. It didn't go the way he thought it was, because I'm not that kind of person. I've said that all along. It's not about anything physical. You don't have to fight people. You don't have to put your hands. I've done enough fighting and stuff in my life. My mouth is the killer. It's right here. My mouthpiece is what's going to be the thing. Take you apart like it's doing right now. And I'm not even angry. I'm not yelling. I'm not swearing. I'm not cussing. I wasn't as hyped as I was when I got mad at Billy. Nothing, because it's funny to me that this dude, just like Billy and everybody else, they play themselves. Y'all make it easy to clown you. Y'all make it easy to make it comedy because y'all act like children. These over adults, my age and older than me and stuff like that. Like, y'all are pathetic in this because you still haven't learned anything. In this community, all this time you spend going to all these conferences, all these years, you have absorbed nothing. you have learned nothing about what your agendas and stuff should have been about. And that's the true ascension, or the true just trying to get your mind, your spirit, and your body right and stuff before you leave this place. You're also concerned about where you may go and what you may do. You're probably never going to get there anyways, because your actions are bullshit. The way that you act is garbage. You know, the whole love, peace, like you don't have to be.
All these people, we're spiritual beings living a human experience. Well, stop living the human fucking experience then. Stop fucking, you know what I mean? Stop being
they don't want to enjoy that experience. They act like they're not here. They're so busy trying to get someplace else.
So busy. I gotta ascend. Well, you know what? One of the keys to ascension is live your human fucking experience. If you're so worried about ascending, you ain't gonna fucking you're not living a human experience, are you? You're thinking about your spiritual fucking other life and shit. It's like, fuck are you people doing?
I'm Oh, we got.
Oh, hey, Ma.
My
How you
Welsh
doing?
friend Davey's in the chat. Hi, Davey. How are you? He's Welsh. No, he's gonna kill me one day. Davey's gonna get me one day, and he's probably just gonna punch me in the head or something for calling him Welsh and calling Sean Connery Welsh. It's an inside joke. We still have fun with though. I've got to work on Davey's accent though. I'm still working on it, Davey. One day I'm just gonna bust it out, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, Jiggy can Davey. Jiggy can speak Welsh." Get it? See, we can laugh in the middle of all this bullshit because it was comedy, pure comedy. But other than that, Arizona's awesome. International UFO Congress is awesome. There's some cool people. Like I said, I got to meet Richard Dolan and really talk to him for the first time, and his wife, and just awesome people. And I'm going to hear some lectures tomorrow and do some more stuff. I'm here till Saturday, so I'll be doing some more things with everybody and see what happens. And I'll just keep avoiding the garbage people and the bullshit, because I want no parts of anything stupid. I didn't come here for that. You know, I came here to hang out with Natasha. I came here to see some lectures, to meet some new friends and stuff, and do that type of stuff. I can catch up with old ones. All that other stuff is whatever. And I'll say to Lee Feldman, nothing but love for you, brother, because I told you I didn't want to really do it anyways, because I didn't think it would be beneficial. And it was beneficial, though. It was beneficial for this dude showing his true colors. And for all the stuff that I've been saying for months, it just really validated what I was saying about this dude. Racism aside, just the fact that there are people like him and Corey Good and David Wilcox and all this stuff who are pushing agendas that have nothing to do with the community that's supposed to be about peace, love, light, consciousness, spirituality, any of that type of stuff.
And true disclosure, and true disclosure, because that's the other thing. These people all disclosure. Look at my proof of disclosure. No, it's not proof. It's proof of your fucking bullshit. God damn it. Nobody's going to, again, like I said earlier, nobody's going to know real disclosure when it actually happens, because there's so much fucking fake bullshit out there. No, my alien story's real. No, my alien story's real. No, my alien story's real.
Yeah.
My insider's disclosing the real information. No, my insider's got the real information.
What about your outsiders, though?
Zen's insider's the best. That shit was great.
That's awesome. Yeah. It's so easy to do.
I've been waiting for him to do it. He keeps saying and everything, and he always jokes around about insiders and stuff like that, and saying he has an insider and stuff. I was just waiting for him to actually do an interview with his insider, and it was perfect. It was actually better than most of these other people's fucking insiders. It sounded way more legit and like believable.
Hey, I channel the Rastafarians. They say, hey, smoke weed every day. I wonder who else is out here, though. Who else lives out this way? I thought David Bucky had said that he lived out here, or he was out here. Is he in the chat? No. I can't see the chat anymore. My other thing, the battery died, so I can't even see the chat on there.
Nope.
Oh, folks. Sometimes you gotta let these people play themselves, and these folks are really good at it. From Billy Carson on down, they just love playing themselves. They put out narratives and bullshit and stuff, and they're just not about the stuff they're talking about. They don't even probably believe the bullshit they're talking about. This is about money. You see people like that, and Jay Widener. Sorry, Jay, you already know, dude. I know you watched this. I know you'll watch some of it to hear what I'm talking about and everything, but everybody knows. The folks are today. You can try to push whatever narrative you want. It's like Uni Rock and a lot of these people whose folks are in a fucking room full of mirrors or are living in a glass bubble and only hear what you have to say and stuff and don't take the time to go and listen to your detractors and stuff. But the truth is that folks got to see it firsthand. It was live and direct in front of a room full of people who were like, what the fuck just happened? And it wasn't jiggy. Calm, cool, collective. Like I always am. That's just how I work. That's how I'm trained and stuff like that. There's no need for altercation. This dude, listen, and I don't judge somebody based on the fact he could be a killer. Jay Wilder could be a stone cold killer. He could be a UFC, MMA, badass boxer, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, like, this dude is like, I don't know how much older than me, how much smaller. I'm not like, just nothing. There would be nothing gained or beneficial for physical altercation. I've said this with everybody. I'm not here to fight you folks like that. I'm here to try to figure some stuff out and get truth. And when you come out your mouth sideways and you're saying stuff and hiding stuff that you're doing, especially stuff where we're trying to find out who you are, what you're about in this community, what you represent in this community, and you're putting all this stuff out there, don't be mad that folks are going to question the fact that you say racist stuff or you say homophobic stuff or any of that type of stuff. Or if you're putting out just garbage material that doesn't make any sense and a bunch of lies and woo-woo and science fiction and bullshit. Like, that's what you've been doing. It's what you continue to do. You're still pushing your same bullshit agenda, Mr. Widener. You know, you want to play games, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Yeah, there you go, dude. But your agenda did not work. You're a quarter. You're walking over trying to bait and go and do all that type of stuff. You're a clown. And you showed your clownness today. You're just a CW would call people clown shoes. You just didn't have your full makeup on and stuff. You should have basically had just come with your wig and your makeup and your nose and your shoes and everything on. It would have been realer.
Good night. I love you.
Good night, Smoke Free.
Everybody said good night.
So, folks, we're not going to do a full 3 hours, but we're going to spend a few more minutes with you. I can't see the chat, so if there's any questions in the chat, any comments, throw them up in the chat with caps or whatever, so Smoking can see them, please. We'll probably do maybe 15 more minutes, and then I guess got things at this, yeah. I got to go back over to the cocktail after all the mix and mingle, chill, have a drink with folks. So any questions, comments, concerns, throw them up in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's in the chat, everybody who's listening, everybody's watching and watching later time. And I just love it. Like I said, it just all the stuff we've been talking about for months, when you see these people, everybody, we all eat, we all shit, we're all human, we all have our ups and downs, our problems and stuff like that. And I get that. And like I said, I still had tried to have a basic conversation with this man until he completely justified racist bullshit and tried to tell me it's not racist, that it's science and it's fact and all this type of stuff. And he was not backing down from that thought process. And that's even okay.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit debunked science that people fucking thought like fucking, you know what I mean? I don't know how many decades ago.
Archaic.
Yeah, fucking archaic, fucking old, fucking racist fucking beliefs. And thoughts that people used to fucking think that's not fucking true. And you can't say that just about one group of people, because inbreeding happens in all groups of people, which is that's a proven scientific fact. That's how we all got here, no matter how you look at it. It started out with a couple people, and those people had to do something with somebody. So...
Yeah. And basically, that's because the three sons who they had to go back to Eve.
Yeah, not even going by what the Bible and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Just the first humans on Earth, there wasn't a lot of humans, so what were they gonna do? They slept with brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and uncles and whatever. There wasn't a lot of people, and back then they was still fucking caveman-like and like, yeah, fuck. So it's been like that since the beginning of time. It's just like the David Icke bullshit. This is another thing that you know that Jay Lyon is a fucking racist, fucking sexist piece of shit, because he has David fucking Icke on over there, who's all about the fucking, he's all against the transgender fucking shit and thinks it's a reptilian fucking agenda and everything like that and all this fucking bullshit. And like, he's like, look at it, it's all this popular. And I'm like... No, the only thing that's popular is that more people are paying attention and giving these people the right and what they deserve to have as human beings. The population, percentage of the population is less than 1%. And it's been that way since the beginning of time. It's documented throughout fucking history for as far back as we can fucking go, that there's been people who are transgender and stuff like that. And it's it's not growing, and the population of those people aren't growing. There's not more of those people and stuff. It's still like the same. More of them are coming out and saying, yes, I'm transgender or whatever and stuff like that. But it's the same thing. But this is a whole part of the reptilian thing to get people to change and shape shift into these other things and all this other bullshit. And it's like, no, it's not. It's what the fuck are you talking about? And that's the type of people that they got on their show. So what the fuck is your story, people? Groovy Bean and fucking Jay Leidner and stuff and all this other fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, that's just a fucking slap in the face to these other human beings and stuff, that you're supposed to be groovy, empathic, and you have a fucking piece of shit like David Icke who believes that stuff on your show. That's just the most ridiculous fucking shit to fucking believe, that there's more and they're trying to turn everybody into fucking a bunch of transgender people and stuff like that. No, that's not what's going on. They're not telling everybody to be fucking transgender and stuff. They're just saying, hey, there's some people that are like that and it's okay. Leave them, just let them be like you let everybody else be. They're people, just like everybody else. We're all people. There's no difference. What are you all? They're like, we're not afraid of trans. Yeah, you are. That's why you're talking like this. That you got a fucking problem with him. Just like Jay. Well, I'm what is David Icke? Could be like, I'm sick. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
you fucking people are fucking stupid who think like that.
Yeah, I went on the show. I got ambushed. I didn't know whose show was going on. I didn't know I was going to go on and say this racist stuff. He ambushed me. He made me say it. He forced me. You have no respect at all.
When you sit there and make crazy conspiracy theories about fucking a group of people that's fucking absolutely asinine and fucking ridiculous, you have a problem with that group of fucking people. You don't like that group of people.
Yeah, well,
it's, you know, you say those things, that's what you fucking think and believe. It's just fucking, I don't know. Exactly out of mind. A Native American, there's so many cultures that actually honor them and stuff, and especially Native Americans in the shaman community. A transgender shaman is one of, if not the most powerful shaman, because they're known as two spirits. They have both spirits. They have the male and the female spirit, and they are fucking super powerful in shaman communities and stuff like that, and other communities throughout the world. You know what I mean? It's a common thing. It's a small part of the population, just like a small part of the population is gay, and a certain part of the population is this, and a certain part of the population is that. Not everybody is fucking gonna be 100% the same as just as you are and everything like that. And there's not an agenda out there to turn everybody transgender. These people are just now comfortable in saying, hey, it's about time. Like, we want to be able to come out and say and be like everybody else and like you people are. That's all that's happening right now.
Just be happy and be able to live your life.
Exactly. Let them be happy. Let these people be happy. You know what I mean? It's nothing. It's not reptilians trying to change the fucking... It's fucking David Icke.
He's gonna find a way to keep his long con going, man. It's been going for so long. He's gonna figure out a way to recon the con.
Yeah, the more evidence of my reptilian shapeshifters. This is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go on the Unreality Check fucking show. Like, that's not...
Tell a bunch of bullshit ass stories, so a bunch of bullshit people. Whatever. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't, and it won't be what it won't be. But today was fun. Tomorrow will be fun. The rest of it will be fun. And this is what it is. I'll avoid the fucking idiots and stuff. And they already know. The people at the hotel and stuff, they know who he is and what he did, and they're watching him and stuff. And I just told the dude to leave me alone. Couldn't have to talk to me. He's not someone I want to talk to. He's not someone I want to be friends with. He's not someone I want to follow. I don't really, I'm sure he's going to go have with stuff. But if someone comes back and says what he says and stuff, fine. But I care less. I'm not following him to see it. I don't care. The guy showed me today that he is exactly who I thought he was and more. Even more so today than ever. He did nothing but just let me know that everything that I've thought and said about him over the past few months is completely spot on. And to a whole bunch of other people who did know him or do know him, their opinions are also the same thing. They're also saying the same thing. They're like, whoa, like, okay. So I didn't have to do it. He did it himself. He's all his own words, his own mouth. And he knew what he was saying. Was he going to say he's sick now? Or he's going to go back, oh, I was sick. I had diarrhea that weekend. I had some diarrhea. I
had a flare up of my racism.
Yeah, exactly. exactly. Sorry, yeah. You know, it only flares up at certain times. I didn't have my prescribed medication over the counter. Yes, this medication will only make your racism flare up every now and then, or in the presence of an African American person. Please don't take this medication around any minorities, any place where you see people, whatever, like someone they don't understand, they don't like gay people, don't take this medication. They'll treat them other people today. You gotta love it. I'm not a black dude. It almost works. No, it never would have worked because it's not what I am. That's why I like the fact that this stuff is being said for months about where I was going, what I was going to do, who I was going to see, and it never had anything to do with those people.
Yeah, they just announced it last week.
Did they? I don't even know when they announced it.
Yeah, it was last week. Remember they put it.
Yo, you know what's gonna be?
Yeah, it was last Friday. They put up an announcement. Oh, we're going to fucking the UFO conference.
Shit. If anything, maybe he knew I was going because I've been talking. He clearly has been watching us. He clearly knows everything that we talk about, so he must have known we were going to be there. Maybe he's like, let's go. I'm going to go there and start stir up some shit and start some trouble. Who's the troublemaker? How does Zen say? Blink, blink.
Blink, blink.
Shout out to Zen. Sorry that Jackie is saying Zen, but it was so appropriate right now. I think you understand, my brother. You gotta love it, folks. So, like I said, the conference isn't over. There's still a couple more days of some fun and stuff, and trying to go do Ben Hanson's night watch tomorrow night and sky watch out in the desert, away from all the city lights, and everything should be awesome with some night vision. Yeah, see what happens. I was going to go try to actually do what we do at home and walk around the desert at night and just do a little investigating because I bought some equipment, but everybody, they're like, don't do that. They're like, one, you should not walk around the desert at night, and they're like, the desert will kill you. They're like, don't do that. I'm like, you sure? They're like, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, not alone. It takes, maybe if you can get some people to go with you and stuff like that, But yeah, there's a lot. You got to be a lot. You got to be. I mean, just around here out in the woods, you got to be careful. But the desert too, you got to be real careful out in the desert.
Yeah,
real careful. The desert will eat you up, just like when we were out in the Bridgewater Triangle and stuff. That place will fucking you disappear real quick in there.
You'll miss it. Anybody see this Shaggy? He's in a forest somewhere.
All of a sudden, everything looked the same. All of a sudden, you don't know where the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Same thing out in the desert.
We do some investigating here, so there's someone's business we might investigate. We'll see. We'll see the time frame and what happens and what it plays out as far as being able to do that type of stuff. So we'll see. You never know what I might do. What I might bring you. All right. Time is willing down. I don't know if he's smoking the last blunt, but
I'm almost done with the last blunt, and it's about done here in a minute.
So, any questions, any comments, please shoot. Anybody who's in the area.
Davey said Jiggy.
Here, I'm cool as fuck. We've been having a good time.
Davey said eat carrots. They make you see better at night.
No, David, it's not that. I like if you know how we investigate. I went live last week when we were in the Bridgewater Triangle, or no, the other one. I can't say which one the other one was, but I was showing people that we literally were walking this thing at night in the dark with no lights on. And it's not that I see, you can see fine at night once your eyes adjust. It's just that we don't really like to walk around with lights. You're trying to kind of let everything settle around you and investigate. So
yeah, I can see in the dark 100%. I mean, but I eat carrots and stuff. I mean, I only eat plants, and carrots are great. I love them. They are good for your eyes, but I have good eyesight. And once pretty much, if you got good eyesight, anybody can see in the dark. You just have to sit there and let your eyes adjust long enough to the level of light. Even in complete darkness, you can see. I have to test. I grow marijuana. I have grow rooms and stuff, so you have to test for light leaks and stuff. And you literally just sit in the grow room in the complete dark and let your eyes adjust and see if there's any leaks. And if there's no leaks, you could still see. I could put my hand up in front of my face in a completely dark room, no light at all, nothing, and I can see my hands. Perfect. Oh my God, we're mutants. We can see in the dark. Oh shit. Oh, is that just me? Am I the only one who can see in the dark? Fuck, did I just tell everybody? Shit, I blew my cover, everybody.
No,
the jig is up. I'm a fucking alien. God damn it, they know now. Yeah, everybody, I'm really an alien. Jiggy's my bodyguard here on Earth. That's why he's all like that and everything. So
yeah. You should see all these scars and stuff are from the intergalactic battles I've had to have with the aliens.
Protecting me, because I'm a special alien. I carry around these super sacred seeds in my little bag.
Yeah. They're the last marijuana seeds from a galaxy far, far, far away. All right, where we at? All right, folks. So we're gonna shut it down. Maybe when I get back, we'll do something at some point. But I know that Zen said he wanted to do something too, and give you some more reporting. Maybe I'll try to go live. We'll figure out maybe now between now and before Saturday, Smoking has a little time. Maybe we'll do something tomorrow night or Saturday, just a little live to keep you guys updated with what's going on and give you more of the conference and stuff and all the good things that are going on. Because hopefully all the bad stuff is done. I don't plan on talking to that dude. I'll avoid them. And I have no problem with anybody. So there you go. I'm here to enjoy it, and I will enjoy it. And whoever's around here, if you're around here, come link up. You know where to find me. Okay? So that's it.
That's it. Good night, everybody in the chat room. All right, let's see here. We got BGZ, UFO, Gandalf, Out of Mind, Jonaside, Davey. Davey, I've got to give you a wrench. Hold on, let me give Davey a wrench here. Why doesn't Davey have a wrench, everybody?
Because we don't have Welsh wrench. He's Welsh.
Oh yeah,
people who are Welsh.
Yeah, we don't use metric system here. Sorry, Davey.
Yeah.
I don't got any 12mm wrenches for you. we only got half inches, quarter inches.
No, I'm gonna half inch.
No. Who else is in the chat? I don't know. Everybody's in the chat. Michael Adams, shout out to you. Let me go back up. James Harrison is still in there. Everybody else who's watching is not talking to the chat. Thank you all for watching. Peace and love to everybody.
Yeah, if you missed any part of the show, you want to be caught up about the
Let's go back.
Go back and watch the beginning, and it is what it is.
I'm sure Unreality Check is gonna do a show about it too.
Good luck. Have fun. You can go do your bullshit Unirock kind of version, your bullshit spin and stuff on it, and try to. But again,
well, do Unirock? Hey, it might end up on a Unirock show somehow because Unirock, he's fucking got his nose in drama at fucking all kinds of things. If fucking any drama shows up, that's what Unirock is good at. He fucking sticks his nose into fucking drama. That's what he is. He's a drama queen. Uni the drama queen. Uni the wine and drama queen. Everything, if you go watch his videos, he just sticks his nose in all the fucking things in the community and stuff where people are fucking infighting. Whether it's a fucking flat earthers fighting with each other, or a flat earthers fighting with somebody else, or fucking a UFO guy calling on another UFO guy, or whatever the fucking case it is. Unirock just sticks his nose right in the fucking thing. And then he creates this whole entire big, huge fucking mystery that nobody's trying to solve except for Unirock. Because he doesn't understand what's going on because he just sticks his fucking nose into everything.
Whatever. Good luck with that dude too.
So
we out, folks.
We out of here. Peace and love.
Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit that subscribe button so you know when we go live. Hit the like button. Tell a friend, be a friend, and share the shit out of this so that motherfucker knows what he did. You know what you did.
Yeah, all you people that are on that team over there, you know who you are. Go and let them know about this. Peace and love.
We'll run tell that. Run tell that.
Yeah, run tell that.
All right, we out.
We out of it. Peace.
Peace and love, everybody.